You have now entered the Stormcast. Cruising speeds are set. The destination has been mapped. You are now on a journey with the greatest host, the Stormcast. Action Jack, Nintendo Cisco, Geronimo, Trey Vito, Sandstorm McDowell. Hypervision goggles should be securely fastened to properly see the truth presented. Get ready, Stormtroopers, for another Stormcast. Grab your snacks, grab your drink. Don't blink, or you'll miss the Stormcast. Here we go.
Turn this up. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are here for another Stormcast. You know the daily. It's me, your boy Sandstorm, and I'm here with the co-host Geronimo. Geronimo, how you doing, man?
Doing great, man. Doing great. It's been a cloudy Saturday, but a good Saturday overall.
Yeah, I feel that it's not that cloudy here, but it's also not that warm either. So
I got
yeah.
you. Had some,
Um,
had some rain.
what up, everybody? What up, Z Fighter? What's up, Jazzy? Dark Void, J Biggs in the house. Um, Yeah, y'all see I'm rocking the James McClouds today because we got some stuff we got to talk about with Star Fox and the latest. Um, but we also have quite a few things to talk about today. We have to unfortunately get some of this business as far as sales go out of the way. We also have some talk about price increases. So we got to discuss that. And of course, as well, we got to talk about the Star Fox Direct. And I got a little extra for us here. But first, y'all know how we do. We got to pray in because that's a must. Y'all know how we have to do. We got to pray in. So, Father God, thank you for this time that you have given us today. We appreciate, honor, and love you and the ability to have this time and talk with friends um, and others on this podcast. We appreciate the safety that you have blessed us with. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. So, as y'all can see, it's only just two of us today so far. Vito said he might be here, but he's running a little bit behind schedule. So, we'll see um, if he comes through or not. But that means that I have to pin down my icebreaker to what have you been playing lately? I promise it wasn't actually going to be that this week. But Geronimo, what have you been playing lately?
Oh, reliable. Yeah. So I've been really playing 3 games this week. Really, just 3 games.
Mm.
I finished Pragmata since the previous episode. So hooray! Great ending. Got a little teary eyed. My game of the year so far.
Okay.
But as far as what I've been playing since then, on the Switch 2, finally decided to go back into the short-term backlog. I'm checking out the Kirby and the Forgotten Land Star Cross the Road DLC for Switch 2.
Okay.
Just some small, in between. I'm saying some of the things you play in between big releases, and I've done the first 2 worlds. There's only like I think 4 levels. It's been pretty fun. The levels are longer than I expected, but I'm not mad at it at all since
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of a bunch of new content or remixed content and new content. Um, on PC side, I've been getting more into the racing game Screamer, mostly doing the single player called Tournament Mode, which is now they really slowly drip feed the other mechanics in the game. Like now, I'm able to charge up and strike opponents and make their cars explode on the track and gain more boost.
Mm.
It's a whole lot, but it's a fun game, and they patched it recently. On all platforms, but I'm gonna play on PC. The online's been working a bit better, and I think the matchmaking has been better overall too. So almost got a full room of randoms. That was cool. We're getting there. And then on PlayStation 5, of course, I mentioned it briefly last week, but I did get some time into Soros on PlayStation 5. It's been very good. I can tell they took some of the, I guess, the criticism from Returnal,
Mm-hmm.
and they made it, especially for like a roguelike, they made it have more options to smooth out the early parts of the game. So it's still challenging. It's not sacrificing the challenge at all. It's just instead of we have a base hub before you do your runs where you can like get these permanent materials to do upgrades to like your health, how fast you can level up, find or how fast you can find stronger weapons going through each run, and being able to charge up your what they call it your I think it's called your power weapon. which is like
Mm-hmm.
using the shield, like Ikaruga style, the blue bullets flying around. You can throw your shield up, absorb it, and it fills a bar, and can use that and shoot like a missile weapon or something like that. But it's been pretty good. I'm only on the second area. I don't know how many areas are in the game. If it's like Returnal, then there might be six. But it's been really good. It's been really fun. Runs great on base PS5 and everything. Definitely one of the games I feel is worth playing on PS5 due to the DualSense controls. But yeah, that's pretty much been it. Just those three games, and just kind of cooling it for now until June comes, as we'll talk about very soon.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it looks like let's see, Jay Biggs, he's got his stuff set up. He already knows what the question is. What have you guys been playing lately?
Yep.
Throw it in the comment section. And we'll shout it out, not just on YouTube, but Twitter, and for some reason still can't get Instagram to roll with us. So I may have to turn back on Twitch. Anyway, Jay Big said South of Midnight. He's at the end of it. Alien Rogue Incursion, Gradius Origins, which is something that he brought up before. I still got to look that up.
That's right.
Metroid Zero Mission, Pac-Man on the NSO. He said he was going to do the Requiem DLC, but he went to sleep instead. That's fair.
I heard that. Yeah, that DLC came out like yesterday or something for Resident Evil 9.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's about, but I just know it's about with Leon. That's pretty much it.
Let's see. So for me, I've been sticking to my guns, man. I may have to depart from Crimson Desert, not like depart, but just play a little bit of something else. It's still, quite an amazing game. The detail in that game is great. I've made massive progress in the game, taking down a few bosses and doing the likes. Got a new legendary horse. That was cool.
Cool.
Yeah, it was just I do think it's cool too. Not when you have to take over, when you do like sieges and stuff. I don't know how my team would have done. I don't know how my followers or whatever you want to call them would have done if I just sent them and not me myself personally. But I've noticed when you do sieges, especially on like some of the bigger forts, they all have like different like things about them. So for instance, the first area that I had taken over, it was just a regular place, den of thieves type of stuff. And then this area that I went to, is an area that I went to at the starting of the game, and I like went way off the beaten path, and I was like, oh no, I can't be over here. This is way too high of a level for me. But it's called the thieves, or the whatever you want to call them, from that area is called the Blinding Arrows. And so once you enter their area that they own, you just start getting pummeled by a rain of arrows just like falling down. And it's not even from somebody specific. That's just like part of the like, what do you call it? Like challenge, I guess, is to like take over these areas while being pelted by arrows. And so when I first went over there, I was like, yeah, no way. Like there was a big ogre type guy. He was, one-shotting me. And then I couldn't attack because I was too busy getting pelted by arrows. So I ran away. And then I finally decided like a couple days ago, I'm like, you know what? Ain't nobody seeing me right now. Like I'm at a confident level where I cannot be sought. And so I pulled up, and so the rain of arrows start going, and you usually have like a gauge. You have to defeat so many enemies. It gives you a percentage of how much you've defeated in order to take over an area. And I got this move. It's not new to me, but I got this move now where I go into my meditation form and then start doing some Tai Chi stuff to a level where it starts picking up the wind. And so now when people shoot arrows at me, or even the rain of arrows, I can collect them in my Tai Chi and then flow them back at them, you know. So yeah, it's been great. And then I've also been playing. What up, Ib? I saw you. What up, man?
What up? What up?
I've also been playing. Got back into Diablo 4. I think I said that last week. And I was saying that the character really wasn't really moving me like that. And I want to say that was probably before like I got all the like. There's still some gear I need to get, but there's before getting all like the special gear and stuff like that he has.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh, okay, he's not overpowered, but he's definitely like he's up there with some of the abilities that you get. And I'm still like, it's okay. I'm not. I would say it's more of a letdown than I thought it was. We'll see when I try like some of his other builds, but I think the Paladin was way more hype than the Warlock, but it's neither here nor there. But yeah, those are the two games specifically that I've been playing. What I plan on playing in this coming week. Got to get back into Final Fantasy because I haven't even touched the demo yet. Just because I haven't beat I haven't beat the game.
For remake? Yeah.
And I can't beat the game until my wife sits down and watches me play.
Oh man, yeah.
Or we may just have to have a talk. Like, listen, I have to beat this game. Like, I have to play through this game. And we are actively not doing that, and we're not sitting down doing that. So we got to make that happen. So definitely want to get back into that. And I'm kind of feeling a little hankering for Donkey Kong. So I know I still haven't beaten that either, but I'm for it.
I never 100%ed Bonanza. Like once you, I mean, it's not really a spoiler, but once you finish it's kind of like a Mario Odyssey thing where there's like a cleanup in a sense, and there's a couple of things that are a little different as you go. You know, if you start from the top layer to underground and everything. But yeah. Yeah, whenever you get back to it, man, yeah, it'll be a great time. It'll be once you get to a certain point towards the end, you'll be like, dang, it'll be hard to put down because like there's a certain run of layers down sub layers. That's like, this is peak. So this is pretty good. It's pretty good.
I just got to keep my eyes on the prize, man. Just stop trying to destroy absolutely everything.
I feel that. Yeah.
Just get through it. Like that's my problem every time. I'm like, I need more money. I need more coins. I need like.
Yeah.
Just beat it. Just beat it. Stop playing around with it.
Yep.
So yeah. So I think that's where I'm gonna keep it for now. I don't want to overdo it. Because then I won't be able to play like I want to play. So yeah. So those are the games that we've been playing. J Biggs also said, "Oh yeah, I knew I forgot something. On Monday and Tuesday, I played Star Wars." What's up?
Nice.
Jazzy said, "Just finished Pragmata yesterday. Pretty decent. Really like the ending. And Tamagotchi life is still in my daily routine. Which I see people picking that up and playing it, and I'm like starting to get that itch of like, man, I kind of want to play this too, and see all the monotony and the silliness that goes in with it." But that's kind of how Animal Crossing got me too, and I'm not a huge Animal Crossing person. So
yeah, I wouldn't have gotten into like Animal Crossing if at that time, my friend, my roommate, just got on a whim, and I was watching play it for like 30 minutes uninterrupted, and I was like, okay, I see the appeal, and we're inside, so might as well live vicariously through that island, I guess. So
yep.
Yeah.
So that's what we have so far. If you have any games that you've been playing, please go ahead and put them down in the comment section. We'll still shout them out throughout the course of the live stream. With that being said, man, oh man, we gotta talk about some numbers.
Them numbers, man.
Um, what up, Vito?
What up? What up? What up?
What's good,
Appreciate you
Vito?
coming through.
Yep.
So we before we like just exited this point, but do you want to talk about what you've been playing lately?
Oh yeah. That's something I can do. So earlier week I was playing Breath of the Wild, messing around with that. I went into what is that divine beast that's in the air? Whatever
Oh,
divine beast in the air.
Yeah.
Meadow?
yeah, I think so.
yeah.
Crazy, I
believe so.
remember all the names. Crazy.
Yeah, so I just went up there, so just start messing around with that. I didn't beat the boss yet. I just cleared all the terminals and stuff like that. But I messed around on Donkey Kong Bonanza. Still a great game. Why the sales are so low right now? That's crazy. But I was messing around with that. Didn't get into Crimson this week.
Okay.
Last week I turned it on and walked around and did some stuff, but really didn't do like a mission or anything like that. Messed around last week with that, but definitely, man, just kind of getting hyped for hyped for Star Fox, man. So I had to get on my Nintendo and just play something, you know what I mean? But I'm discovering new games too that I didn't play on the Switch that I should have, and I'm like, oh snap, it's a couple of those games and stuff like that. Just trying to figure out what my next purchase would be besides Star Fox. But other than that, yeah, that's all I'm playing.
Okay.
Word.
Dang, my wife is texting me about my dog. But anyway, okay. So we got to talk about the numbers here. Before we do, let me throw up Ibs. He said he's been playing this little game called Mini Shoot Adventures. It's a nice 6 to 7 hour game. It's Zelda mixed with a bullet hell shooter. It's really good, and it's on Game Pass.
Oh, I know it's on Game Pass.
So with that being said, numbers, man. So we got I guess which numbers do I want to talk about first, really? So we got numbers here for Nintendo Switch sales so far. And these numbers are, oh dang, it ran away from me. Let me see.
Are you on their financial data site?
I was, and then it clicked off of it.
I think I can. Here, I'll pull it up real quick. Because I had the tab up, but I closed it yesterday.
No.
Is it this one? Yeah, this is probably the one at the very least. Where is the stream? There it is. Here, I sent in the chat.
Oh, appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Sandstorm,
Yeah, what up?
are you on Jane? You know?
Yeah. Yes, I
everyone
am.
can pick up on it. Love it.
Running at James McLeod right now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we have numbers as far as the Switch 2. I don't know if this is that either. I can't imagine that the original Switch hasn't had really any sales since their last.
No, I
number.
can.
No sales?
So it was less than 1 million.
Oh, okay.
Since what was it? January this year to March 31st. But honestly, I think. Well, we'll get to it. But yeah, Switch 1 sales kind of created because Nintendo just chose to raise all the Switch stuff up last year.
Yeah.
After the
Oh yeah, I
tariffs
forgot about that.
Yeah, so to not be forced to raise the Switch 2 price, and they did it worldwide. So I mean, it was still selling decently well in Japan,
Mm-hmm.
but everywhere, and it was selling okay here in the U.S. And I'm not really sure about Europe and all the other parts, but yeah, it's just the price raising and everything. I kind
Been
of
selling mainly in Japan. Yeah, I hear you.
yeah. So it's probably not gonna be PlayStation 2 lifetime sales anymore, unless Nintendo produces it for a couple more years for sure,
Or drops the price down
or
further
drops
down.
it. But that no prices are gonna get dropped ever.
Yeah.
Sadly, at least I don't think so.
Okay, so we got Switch 2 sales numbers. Hardware is at 19.86. That has not been quite a year yet. We still got the end of this month, really. Because
Yeah, these numbers are for up to March 31st
March,
this
yeah.
year. So it's definitely over 20 million, like right now today. But like as of March 31st, yeah, that's the number.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Which is really good.
They not only surpassed the 19 million for the fiscal year, but they surpassed it. Close to 20 million. That's very close. I didn't think it was 20 million. I was seeing some people online getting really bullish, like, oh, it's got to be over 20 million or 21. I'm like, hey man, look, this economy is not hitting.
Yeah.
Like, you especially here in the States, you gotta recognize the economy is not hitting like it should.
Yeah.
So, while yes, Pocopia did raise the bar a bit further, this is not a 2017, 2018, 2019 type situation. So, yeah.
Okay. I mean, facts, because
Mhm.
the software is at 48.71 million. So
That's
I
pretty
mean, really, as far as it goes for this whole year, those are still good numbers.
absolutely.
I don't remember how much Switch sold in its first year, but I feel like it wasn't that.
Oh no, this definitely surpassed Switch 1 first year.
Yeah.
I want to say, because I was March 2017 to March 2018. That was yeah, they released it like actually they released it toward the tail end of whatever fiscal year that was, but basically it was April through that year. It was like, it definitely outsold Wii U. It might have been closer to 15 million, maybe. It might have been between 13, 14 million. I think it did outsell the Wii U in like 1 year though, because the Wii only sold like 13.5 million or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Before-
yeah. So as far as these numbers go,
Thanks, J-Bix. Okay.
I feel like they're still impressive numbers. Oh yeah, J Biggs had 15. So it is right now. I'm trying to see. As far as the Switch goes, Switch is officially Nintendo's highest selling system of all time.
Mhm. This first year, pretty awesome.
Yeah. So good for that. Now we got to get to the bad news.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
So Switch prices are going to increase, and unfortunately, this comes at the hand of investors, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. They're running into the same situation as everybody else. If you wanted to get a Switch 2, probably should get one before, I think the day is September 8th.
September 1st.
September 1st. Okay.
Mhm.
So you got to get it before September 1st. $450, $500 for the bundle, and it's moving up to $500 without the Mario piece. And Japan is about to have the increase starting next month, right?
Their increase starts May 25th. So it's very
So they got
soon.
a couple weeks.
Yeah, so I'm for those of us that be following like the Famitsu sales on Thursdays, we're probably gonna see a spike because people are gonna be frantically trying to buy it at this current price there. Japan kind of got they got dealt a really bad hand with this. I don't know if you saw this, Sandstorm.
Yeah.
Not only is the console, it's the Switch 2 going up more there. The
Mm-hmm.
Switch 1, all the Switch 1 models are going up again, and Nintendo Switch Online in Japan is going up as
Yep.
well. Like the memberships are going up, so that sucks. To put it, I can't really put it any other way than just it sucks over there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's unfortunate. The PlayStation also increased over there as well.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, and those sales have just dropped,
yeah.
even lower than usual.
And so right now the Switch 2 is more expensive than the PlayStation 5 over in Japan, which I won't even talk about the controversy because I think it's stupid that people I don't even want to talk about it here. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm burnt out on having that kind of conversation, but um it's unfortunate because all of the sales they want good sales, right? They want high numbers, they want to yield these profits, but this Ramageddon is really like killing the industry as a whole, like pretty heavy, pretty
Yeah.
heavy. Um, and to see even Nintendo cave on trying to hold back. Now, what we have heard, or what I've seen at least, I don't know how factual this is, Geronimo, but it sounded like to me, the original price that they wanted the Switch in the first place was going to be 500 anyway.
I don't think so, personally. I know. This is based off of information from like fall 2014 time when the production was ramping up for the Switch 2,
Mm-hmm.
for like material and parts and everything. I believe it costs roughly $338 to produce a single Switch 2 unit. So I guess to take into consideration, like, shipping and everything, stocking worldwide, I think it was 400. Let's say if none of this tariff stuff, none of the AI RAM Mageddon stuff occurred, and we just was sitting with a normal economy worldwide and whatnot, I would not be surprised if the Switch 2 just launched at like 400 straight up, and then like the Mario Kart bundle and the Pokemon bundles and all that, the upcoming Pokopia bundle, like I guess in Australia only or whatever, it probably would have just been like 450.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, but we got 450 US dollars going to 500. So, but yeah, like you said earlier, at the very least, they're giving us the heads up. Got 4 months. Well, not us. We got ours. But like for everyone else, maybe watching, listening, or what have you, that don't have one yet. I know people personally that have been kind of like, I'm interested, but I'm waiting, and I'm like, hey, guess what? The price is
Don't.
going up this day. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh no, now I gotta look further. And I'm like, hey, just let's wait till the June Direct, then
Mhm.
make your decision. Because I think after the June Direct is when I think more folks are gonna be like, I gotta get a Switch 2 now, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So just pull your money together. Don't sacrifice your essential financials, but figure it out for there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people uh waiting out on Gen 10 for Pokemon. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's definitely one of those situations where it's like, man, you can't wait. You're gonna get the same treatment like you did Sony is giving you. By the time GTA comes out, you'll be looking at an $800 console.
Boy, man, it is looking wild out here. I mean, between that and PlayStation put out their numbers a few days earlier this week as well. I'm not gonna talk too deep into that, but they pretty much are basically saying stuff like for forecasting for the next couple of years. They're like, hey, yeah, we don't expect to move many more units the next year because of the pricing of everything. Don't talk to us about PlayStation 6 again for another 2 years or so. But I think they're all just banking on GTA 6 coming out this fall, if it is coming out this fall.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I like this idea. Ib said, "I'll tell you what. Nintendo needs to start adding to the list of free NSL DLC list. Splatoon DLC, Splatoon 2, excuse me, DLC, Animal Crossing DLC, and Mario Kart 8 DLC. After 8 years, service is crap. Did they forget that section exists?"
Facts. I hard agree with you there, hipsters. Hard agree. When I
Yeah.
saw that years ago, is it like 3 years ago now, or whatever? I was like, oh, that's a great idea. They need to. I mean, not saying obviously they want to sell DLC like as it is day one, but after a while of time, they shouldn't be keeping DLC at that price compared to
Mhm.
how they do their main game pricing logic. They should definitely slide it in there after a certain amount of time has passed. Like the Splatoon 3 side order DLC should be in there. I mean, actually, they haven't put anything Switch 2 related in there yet, given we don't have a ton of DLC for it yet. I wouldn't be surprised if they start utilizing it though. Because Furukawa, he when he was giving his little thing talking to investors, he pretty much was like, "Yo, I'm sorry the Switch 2 price is going up. We tried to hold out for it as long as we could, but man, we gotta make money too." And in his words, he says to mitigate this higher price leading to a higher barrier of entry, we promise a robust selection of games going forward. That's what he said. He said, or at least translate. He said, like, we're promising a robust list of games. So for the always online folks, that could translate to the June Direct might be on and popping.
Man, I hope so.
Yeah, I think they need to, in my opinion.
I'm not even mad about the DLC stuff. I feel like we should be moving a little bit heavier with the GameCube editions on NSO. Like, listen,
all
like
of it, really, all of it.
Yeah.
Multiple drops a month.
Yeah. If you're not gonna continue to drop GameCube stuff every 2 to 3 months, take it back to N64. There's still plenty of N64 to go through. There's still plenty of Super Nintendo to go through. If you really want to go back to Nintendo or Game Boy, like we have so many options. And I don't know, we're greedy. People in general are greedy. Like, like you put food on our plate and we just like, we want more. We're dogs out here. Like, consumers are dogs out here. Like, oh, I just fed you, but I want more. You didn't feed me enough. I want more. I want more to eat. I need more. So yeah, man, but I feel like with the at least with the GameCube, like we're not getting enough. At least from the
Not as
GameCube
quickly.
area. Yeah.
I mean, of that list they put out last year announcing the GameCube NSO, I think we got everything there except for Pokemon Coliseum.
Yep.
And I believe Mario Sunshine was on that list too.
I think so.
Yeah, and the only other thing that we got that wasn't on that list is, I think y'all might have to correct me and Chad as well, but I think it was just Wario World.
Yeah, that was the only one
think-
that I didn't see.
Wario World, you said?
Yeah, 'cause
Wario. Yeah, I
Okay.
think it was 4.
No, just Wario World. That's the GameCube one.
Um,
That was made by Treasure.
yeah.
Yeah, it's alright,
It's okay.
It's cool for like 5-10 minutes, It's cool hearing Wario say, "Get out of here." All that stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Weird game.
My wife is looking at me, asking me why do I have glasses on, but she didn't get to watch the Star Fox Direct, so she doesn't know.
It's the rule of cool. It's the rule
She
of
doesn't know.
cool.
She don't-
understand
Yeah, she don't.
right now.
She don't know about that. She don't know about that James McLeod, James Mack.
You can't have
She don't
these
know.
swine. You can't have these swine on your team, man. They
You know what I'm
might.
saying?
They might.
Swines, bro. Swines. They out here.
They might double cross you, bro.
They might cross you.
That's why
They
we
might
saying
cross you.
F12 all the time.
That's right. That's right. That's facts. That's facts.
If I really had my way, I would only have one glass on here. Shout outs to
with
my
the-
man.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, shout outs to my man James. But
That was a crazy cutscene.
you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, those are really cool cutscenes.
he ain't
yeah.
flinched not a one time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even with the glasses, even with the one glasses on.
I gotta
you know
remain
what I'm
cool even though I'm getting betrayed right here, right now.
saying? You know,
Yeah.
he's like, Peppy was like, "Oh my gosh, you betrayed us." James was like, "I already knew it was gonna happen. I already prepared for that."
Watch out for these pigs, man.
Yeah, gotta watch out. These swines be acting like they divine, boy. I tell you,
There it is.
man. What up, Jack? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I was working on some music and I saw y'all was on, so I was like, let me hop on and take a break real quick.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Welcome
Quality.
to the break life. Welcome to the what do they call it? The coffee shop. Welcome to the barber shop. Yeah. So we were talking.
So hey, what's Star Fox?
Star Fox's crew.
Yeah.
Star Fox.
Yeah, I think it's Star Fox.
You just
Yeah.
Team Star Fox.
Team Star Fox,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we Team Star
We
Fox.
need you, Star Fox. Yeah.
Got a jet, Pepper.
Yeah. I gotta be
Wrong.
James because I'm wearing the glasses, or else I would be Slippy. Because that. Listen,
Got
Slippy.
the little cap.
You know what I
blue,
mean?
red cap.
Slippy,
I don't
Slippy
got caps
Toad.
like
I'm Slippy.
You know what I'm saying?
that. Hey.
So do you think James is alive after seeing that that scene?
Yo, there's so many theories. It's so crazy because if you play the game,
Mhm.
the 64 game, it tells you one story. But I feel like can they run it back just like that? Or are they going to throw you a loop and be like James is actually alive? What if that sets up? You know what? We'll move away from the
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah, I'm
We'll move
holding
away
up.
from-
Yeah.
I'll hold that. Hold that. We're gonna pin that because I got a interesting little setup for that. But so for the numbers, no, we were talking about price increase.
Did we talk about sales already for the games?
Not for the
no,
games, no.
no.
That same page, Sandstorm. I think if you go to unit sales.
Did I just go? Oh,
Well, no, not unit sale. That is not the right.
total. Oh, per sale. Oh, per unit of
Oh,
like
it's-
each game.
Yeah, on the left under financial data it has top selling title sales units, and that
There
has
we
like
go.
the top
There we go.
sellers so far for Switch 2.
Okay, so we got the numbers here, right? Now this attach rate is kind of crazy. This actually speaks volumes, and I know a lot of people are like, so the Switch is at 19. What did we say? 19.8 million units sold.
19.86. Yes.
That the number one on here is Mario Kart World with 14.7. So that tells you
That's crazy.
well over half of the people bought the DLC and bought it again or bought the $80 version.
Mhm.
Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is crazy. All these other numbers are like way down from all the
Of
rest
course.
Yeah, I mean that's why they threw the 80 on Mario Kart World. They knew it's like, man,
Yeah.
y'all bought all that. Y'all bought the 8 Deluxe. How much?
of that. Yeah.
We gonna get y'all.
And I'm gonna ask y'all a question on that. I'm gonna ask y'all a question on this too, because I have two minds of these numbers. But Donkey Kong Bonanza is at 4.52 units sold. Pokemon Legends ZA is at 3.94 million units sold. Pokopia is at 2.41 already.
That's crazy.
And Kirby Air Raiders, which
Oh.
I guess it makes sense.
Pocopi's
Is that-
actually higher than that now. I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt.
Yeah.
It's at 4 million today, right
Oh,
now,
dang.
today. Yeah, but
Dang.
this is at the end of March 31st.
You said double them numbers. Double them
Yeah.
numbers in a
Mhm.
month.
Yeah. Crazy.
Kirby Air Riders is at 1.87 million units.
Nice.
That's pretty
So
good.
looking
That's
at
really good.
all of these overall, I feel like as far as like Nintendo games, they're like outside of Mario Kart are like kind of in that same. And I'm not talking about how good Nintendo games do in general. but specifically in comparison to Switch, the OG Switch, they're kind of doing about how well the original Switch did with its software, and the first set of games that first cycling year. But they also have Mario and Zelda, so I guess that makes the whole big difference between the two. My real question is, with all of this, with these numbers, so Mario Kart did 14.7. Would you have put another game in that lineup? And if you did, what game would you have attached to the Switch 2 to try and get close to these numbers for your top game?
No, I wouldn't have put another game there. Solely because I think you got to fill the crowd out, right? Because now you're introducing an $80 game. I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in this thought process that this is an evergreen game. Like, this game is going to last the entire generation. They're not giving you another Mario Kart. This Mario Kart is going to receive updates, if not every 6 months, almost every year. It's going to get updates. That is going to enhance the game or alter it in some type of way. The moment that you put something out there next to it, I think is where that game has potential of getting overshadowed and never reviving. Because like Mario Kart, like I said, is there for evergreen. If I go and I throw another game out there, people are probably not picking that game up after that release window. So I think they did a good job of having World Tour available. Or Welcome Tour, available along with, Mario Kart. So they threw multiple things out there. And then later down the line, we got Donkey Kong and so far and so on. But you give it room to breathe, because Mario Kart, I put in the same category as Smash Brothers. There's that crowd that stays on it consistently. And there's that crowd that, like, they'll take a taste and then they'll just walk away from it. And they'll come back every now and again when something new gets added just to, try it. And then they'll walk away from it again. Like, they're not consistent with it. So yeah, I think this was a good idea and a good strategy on their end to do this.
Okay. Vito, Geronimo, how y'all feeling about it?
You said like a game to put with like, like selling it with this or something.
Yeah, like would you have
like
put
a bundle?
would you have put a different game to bundle with the Switch? And if you would have, what would you have put?
I mean, Bonanza. I mean,
you would have released it early?
Yeah. Wait, when did it come out?
The month after.
Like a month after. Yeah, it was like
I would have made it a launch game, I think. I mean, that would kind of solve that, but in a sense. But I just looked at it as like, this is like one of their, like, we haven't had a Donkey Kong game like this, or 3D Donkey Kong like this in a minute. So this will be like a crown jewel just to kind of, like sell along with the Switch by itself. I felt it was a great game for that, because aren't the people that made Donkey Kong Bonanza the same ones that made Odyssey or something?
Yeah.
So
I think it's a part of that team.
Yeah. So it just kind of, to me, it makes sense to do that. As far as like longevity with it, updates and things of that nature, you wouldn't have that like you would with Kart, because Kart would definitely keep, like Jack said, keep having updates, new characters, new upgrades, new whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Smash. You know what I'm saying? Just keeps going, or you have longevity with that. So that was a smart move for them to do that. But I definitely would have done like a Bonanza bundle just to, like hype Donkey Kong back up. You know what I'm saying? We're coming right off of the movie before Galaxy came out, the first Mario movie.
Oh yeah,
hyped to see Donkey Kong and stuff like that, and that's one thing that I know Jack has been saying, like, I want me another Donkey Kong. I want me another, I need to do it. And we got that. And so,
I was with you there too.
Yeah, so definitely, man. I think that would have been a nice little, starter game or bundle game. You know what I mean? I would say, no, I wouldn't say that. I was gonna say the Pokemon game, but that really wasn't really accepted much as they thought it would have been. There was a lot of slander
Right.
on it. But I still thought that probably would have been a nice little launch game too. But definitely Bonanza.
Okay, I can see that.
What about you, Geronimo?
Um, I still think they're for what we know's come out and everything. I still think Mario Kart World was like the best. You
Mhm.
know, just as far as just it's the best seller on Switch One, still is. I think 71 million plus, crazy number of anything being sold. And yeah, it was just kind of like just a numbers game at that point. Just yeah, just throw it out there. And plus, I mean, granted, it had been a very long time since a 3D Donkey Kong game, a Donkey Kong
Mhm.
game made by Nintendo internally, if you want to get real technical like that.
Yeah.
That could have been a launch as well, though. Especially when the lead up to it, before that one Bonanza Direct where everyone was suddenly on board with the game, there was a lot of people kind of talking smack about the game. People were like, "Ah, man, it's not Mario." Like, I mean, that's
Mhm.
cool, whatever. You know, the design, I don't know, even though the design is better than the old one in my opinion. But
Yep.
Yeah.
neither here nor there. But yeah, Mario Kart World, I think it was the best just for the fact of it's more popular. You know, we've all been playing basically it was a Wii U game with just more
Mhm.
content, more more updates over was it? Golly, how long was it? 11 years? Yeah, 11,
Mhm.
11
Yeah.
years at the time last year. So yeah, just a lot, just a lot. 11 years, like 8, 7, 8, depending on who got a Switch One. So yeah, I think that was the best bet to go with for starting out at launch. And it also, I mean, it's not like a super cutting edge game visually. I mean, it is a great like looking game. The animations are more fluid. You can tell it's more built from the ground up. But they wanted to use that to showcase the world. I know that has mixed reception overall itself as a mode, and racing with the routes and everything. 32 was it 32 racers or whatever the
Yeah.
number is. So
24.
oh, I'm sorry, 24. I don't know where I got 32 from, but yeah, 24. Yeah, so just I think they wanted to sell that and just multiplayer in general, game share as well. They've been pushing that a lot more. Uh, game chat period. So yeah,
Okay. Yeah. For me, man, it's hard to beat Mario Kart because that's like such a household name.
Mhm.
I
exactly.
love, I think Donkey Kong. I agree. I think Donkey Kong. I think would have benefited more, if it got just a little bit closer to
Right.
that release date of the Switch 2. So then you had your multiplayer and then you had your single player style game. I think it could have jumped on the back of the hype of the Switch 2 in the first place. One of those games that and this is actually the reason why I asked the question in the first place, was um, um, was actually because of Metroid Prime. So Ib threw this out here. He said, "Let's pour one out for Metroid Prime 4, not breaking millions after
Yeah.
7 years of development hell. I'd
No
be happy if
surprise.
Nintendo will just shut up shop."
But-
fans didn't show up again.
But that's the thing, though. Is sad that you can say, Geronimo, that was not a surprise because we all know it was a surprise. But
I just been online for so long, bro. Like just even the earlier social media where it was more Wild Wild West and less algorithmic this and the other everything. I just see how people talk about Metroid just in general. Well, Metroid
Mhm.
Prime. Let's stay with Metroid Prime. I'm not talking about Metroid in general. There's a lot of fakers of Metroid Prime. Like a lot of people just be talking like, "Oh man, yeah, Nintendo should get more serious and bring back Prime because this YouTuber said it's the greatest game of all time. I played the GameCube game for 5 minutes and I think it's better than everything else and all this
Right.
stuff."
yeah,
They really got exposed when Prime Remaster came out on
Yeah.
Switch One. We've talked about this multiple times here on other other shows, Winging It podcasts, everything, and it's just like saw a lot of people reacted to that. People that did get it, they were like, "Oh wow, this is actually a great game," or people were like, "Oh man, this is weird." I'm having trouble figuring out my way through, and it's like, well, I thought you played it.
Right.
I thought you really, Talon 4. Oh yeah, the beauty, the graphics. You shoot, you can see Samus's face in the visor, all that stuff. So
Did that. Did
yeah,
that before.
yeah. But I will be real and still say that Nintendo definitely learned their lesson from 2017, but still they announced it too soon. You know, it was unfortunate they had to reboot it. Luckily, Retro was having trouble figuring out how to make a video game on their own
Yeah.
post Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and they were like, "Hey, let's just give it back to them."
Yeah.
You know, and they built it up from the ground up. You know, they went through their little, you know, their struggle time, and it came out, and it was a good game. You know, not quite at the caliber of the original trilogy, really the first two. The third one, iffy too, but overall, still I would say a decent game. And I do still see people getting it on like other social media every now and then. They'll be like, "Oh, I finally trying Metroid Prime 4 and all that stuff." So, but yeah, it is unfortunate it has not sold 1 million individually on Switch 1 or Switch 2 combined. We do have that. I think it was like a Nintendo rep or someone said it last time we got these numbers earlier this year. They said it crossed 1 million between both. Cool. I doubt it's gonna really sell 1 million. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. I think it's gonna take a while until it sells 1 million individually on one of the platforms.
Yeah.
I just don't know when.
I put that. So as much as we talk about games that don't sell on other platforms that are first party games, I think rings true in Nintendo with Metroid in the sense that it just doesn't fit the demographic. So it's like when we look at Sunset Overdrive, we look at Astrobot, they're just at the wrong house. Like
Pretty much.
they got swapped at birth. Somebody picked them up at the hospital at the wrong, picked up the wrong baby. And that's what it is. Astro should have his behind over in Nintendo.
Right.
Metro should be over there in Microsoft. As far as Sunset Overdrive, I feel like should be able to fit everywhere, but not Microsoft. Microsoft didn't support it. So I think Sony or Nintendo could favor either one with that one. But honestly, no matter what Nintendo does, I just don't think the Nintendo crowd cares for Metroid like that.
Yeah.
They don't. Not 3D Metroid.
No, definitely not 3D Metroid.
Yeah. Now I do think that we'll get at least one more Prime game, just because Retro did all the infamous hiring. There's always hiring, but we don't see Metroid Prime 4 over all the years.
Yeah.
And that team is established now. And actually, I don't think we ever talked about this either, but the main Nintendo producer of the Metroid Prime, Tanabe-san, he actually left Nintendo. Not necessarily because Prime 4 bad reception. I think it was just he's just one of the folks that are kind of slowly leaving Nintendo now. It's just their time. It's his time.
Yeah.
So they have another person who I forgot her name. Oh, I totally forgot her name. But she's been set up already to kind of just take the reins of Metroid Prime, I guess Paper Mario in that aspect, and go forward. So there's definitely a person there that still can, make sure that a Prime 5 has a right budget, the people, etc. The way that game ended, it needs a sequel. It needs a follow-up. So there will be at least one more Metroid Prime game. After that, hands up in the air. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
If no one even if they, fixed all the little criticisms of 4, make it more like 1 or 2, or what have you. Probably 1, because everyone just likes 1, and people get scared of the Dark World in Prime 2 for 5 minutes. I don't know about that. But yeah. Then after that, who knows? Maybe it could be some needed. Maybe Prime as a sub-series will just end at that point. Or maybe they'll try and do a different 3D Metroid idea, a better executed Other M.
Jazzy said Xenoblade Definitive Edition. He said after all that bagging.
Yeah.
It actually
facts. Yep.
Overall, looking at here as of March 22nd, 2025. Oh, that was last year's sales. They didn't even show this year's sales. But as of last year's sales, it is over 8.7 million copies worldwide.
Wait, which is?
Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition.
Yeah, so how much?
8.74 million copies.
Really?
Yeah.
Xenoblade X?
Yeah.
I don't think so, man. I don't think that's right.
If I say,
I don't think.
Is that under the Switch or the Switch 2 category?
I think it's under Switch category. But let me.
Is that the franchise sales of all time?
No, it says as of July 20.
It's kind of high.
Yeah.
I should be seeing way more.
As
We're
number
stuck
2
on a
the
different
UK
planet.
software sales charts. It was the best-selling game in Japan for a week in containing stores.
Is there a way to see like games past Deluxe? Because Deluxe is like the last one on the Nintendo website that shows up at 18.
I know I'm mad
There-
that they do it that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's someone on Twitter. You probably seen stuff. I think it goes by
Yeah.
Pierre485.
Mhm.
He usually does more detailed breakdowns of stuff. Y'all keep talking. Let me see if I can find something from his Twitter.
Yeah, if they had all of it under.
That'd be a
Financial.
surprise. I'm not gonna lie to you. It really would be a huge surprise if that was the case.
I mean, in comparison to how many Switches and Switch 2s are out there, that number is still pretty low.
Oh, it's still low, especially for how many people were begging for it. But
Yeah.
I think once they got the game, and I will say the one thing that did hurt the game though, and I will always say this, and I don't care what any content creator says, your rumors can kill a game.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of people that, including myself, that either put the game down or did not pick it up the moment that rumor started circulating that somebody went into the data and found that there was a 60 frame patch.
Yeah.
And so I waited, and then there were a
Should've
couple
sprung.
other people that did wait. And then what made it even worse was when it did show up, people really nitpicked and was like, wait a minute, like it didn't improve this, it didn't improve that. Like, yeah, it's running 60, but it looks like this, and they need to fix this. And then a lot of people turned away from it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, now it's a little. Some people are soured on it for sure. Yeah,
For
because the
sure.
the handheld upscaling is definitely I'm used to it, and I definitely like the 60 frames in general, but it definitely has an odd upscaling type model for it. But
Mhm.
docked is
which
mostly
I
fine.
agree. Which I
Yeah.
agree. It was
Yeah.
just one of those things to where if I go and I experience the game, right? Because I experienced it on the Wii U. So I had no
Right.
problem with it being 30 initially, but I was
Same.
like, it'll be interesting to see it 60. And I really don't need to finish it because I've already
Mhm.
played on the Wii U. So it was like, all right, cool. I'll wait for the 60. 60 came out and I was like, oh yeah, this is amazing. But then you have people that never played it, heard all of this like praise for it. And the moment that it dropped, somebody did a data little scan or whatever and was like, oh, 60. And I saw everybody was like, oh, I'll wait until the 60 drops in. I'll wait until they do the 60 patch.
We said it here too. I was like, I'm enjoying it, and then 2 weeks later, I was like, yeah, I could probably wait because again, I too, much later, but I did play on Wii U as well, and I mean,
Mhm.
it's kind of the game I just pick up and play every now and then because I am
Yeah.
just doing it's trying to do as
It's a lot of
many of the
time
side
investment.
missions. It is, so it's
Yeah.
a long term project. I don't even know when I'll get to the chapter 13 stuff. The new content.
I'm already there. But
Yeah.
the thing is, it was like you had already purchased the game though. There's
Yeah,
some people that
exactly.
haven't purchased the game
Right.
and
Yep.
was like, nope, I ain't touching until that 60 show up. And
I know people personally, yeah, or well, one.
We live in a different time where
Mhm.
it's more about the numbers and less about how fun the game is.
It's
Correct.
very weird. It's like
Yes.
a different kind of pocket watching. It's very bizarre. I'm not cut from that cloth, y'all. I don't know where that came from. So
Okay.
Yeah.
With that being said, we have to get into the Star Fox talk. So, for some of y'all who don't know or who've been sleeping under a rug, we finally got Star Fox Direct. And it was shown off. Now I can only give my opinion. I can't give the opinion of my fellow podcasters on this. So we'll even just talk general, but I do have specific questions. How did y'all feel about the new look from Star Fox? I can say this first and foremost. As far as our other team, the Winging It podcast, I know Jay does not like the aesthetics.
oh, he hates it. He hates it.
I
Oh,
know
man.
he does not like the way that looks.
Man.
But with that being said, fellas, how do you guys feel about the new look of Star Fox?
I like it. It's one of those things where it's different.
I had a hard whiplash. But it's been like 2-3 days since the reveal, and I'm cool with it. I've actually warmed up to it a lot, actually. Yeah. It just took a while. It was a couple of things. It's y'all probably know what it is. One, you come off the Mario Galaxy movie and how Star Fox was animated there,
Mm-hmm.
and then this, and it's already Star Fox 64 remake, so we already have that for us as played it back in the day or over the years. We have that look established in our brains, so you see them looking like actual animals, space animals. I was like, yo, what am I looking at here? What's good? Fox is a fox. Falco is a bird. Peppy is a rabbit. I mean, he actually looks mostly the same, except if y'all seen the full renders, you can see all their their feet and stuff. It literally looks like it's funny. It's very. They all have like the animal feet, like they're not just like the boots or whatever. It looks like the how the quadrupedal animal legs and feet are. It has that bend, and then there's feet.
I'm not understanding what people's obsession is with these feet. Like, that's weird.
No, it's because it's a whiplash, bro. It's completely different. Like, because there's like different levels of like, I don't know. I'm gonna be careful how I'm talking about this, but there's different levels of animating animal characters. There are certain types where it's like, what's that movie called? Zootopia, the Disney movie, where it's like they're kind of like they're the body shape of the animal, but they just upright and they talking and yapping, whatever. And then you have stuff where it's like how Star Fox originally was, where you'll have animal characters who waist up. They have to look, the hands, claws, what have you, fangs, snout, whatever. Those features, but then waist down, it's just legs. So they just look like bipedal people, but with animal upper body. So I think it's one of those things, too, where it's like, I mean, it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme. Well, actually, no, it does matter, because we have these cutscenes in between missions now. So we're going to see them interacting on the ship and on Great Fox and whatnot.
Yeah.
So,
but you're not playing as them. So.
You're not playing as them. Like, when we're in the missions, we just see the portraits yapping, all the quips, and that's it.
What are they gonna call that now? Do they call that lower feet slop? Is that what it is? Feet slop? I'm not playing this feet slop.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They'll figure it out, and we'll find out soon enough. Via memes. But yeah, overall, yeah, I'm cool with the looks now. I've warmed up to them. It's very different. I do like how this. I mean, granted, it's to a fault is distinct, but compared to like how the average person would think of other Nintendo properties, the cartoonish look or whatever, they have this kind of weird, freakish, realistic but rugged kind of look to them, and I kind of dig that. I dig it. I dig it more than like I guess what they're trying to go for is like Zero, which is just like 64 again, but slightly different textures or whatever. The people are complaining, keep saying that they want a realistic, gritty looking Mario. Oh man, that's like that Focus M meme of like that dude that made like the AAA Western Mario game with like Peach constantly yapping in his ear and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that joke's hilarious, but yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It don't bother me.
I'm cool with the look though. It's fine. The rest of the game looks gorgeous.
Right. Like
that HDR is gonna look crazy on some of them levels on the TV. Yeah.
That's my only concern. Like, honestly, is how good the game looks. Like I said, 64. I never played the 64 version. Like, granted, I know I can. It's just whatever with me. I played it on the 3DS. So I played that. I have Zero. Which ironically enough, even though I have Zero, I haven't like turned it on and actually played it recently. But yeah, my thing is, it's like people were looking at this as like the 4th remake, and I was like, I think that's a bit disingenuous. Because like you have Star Fox, then you have 64, then I mean you can kind of throw Star Fox 2 in there somewhere. But you have the 3DS version, and then Zero was supposed to be kind of like a readaptation to 64, I guess.
Yeah,
but it was not a remake.
Plot beats are a little different, and the encounters are a bit different. The Andros fight is completely, well, if I remember, it's very different. I'll say that's very different.
Okay, so now would y'all say this the addition for those that were like beloved fans of 64? Would you say the add of challenges and battle mode is enough for this to be like a $50 game?
How you feeling about it, Vito?
The $50 game?
Yeah. Not even 70. It's $50.
Thank goodness.
70 or 40 if you get
DOA.
I think it's appropriate.
Okay.
essentially it's a remake. Even though there's added additions to it, you know, I really feel it's appropriate. You know what I'm saying? You sold us this game before, so you know what I'm saying. I mean, it's new looks and all this other stuff, and that's fine. 50, actually, in a sense, I thought was a little bit low. When I went to pre-order, I was like, that's a little low. I thought it was gonna at least be 60.
60 physical, 50 digital.
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay. So it's still 60. All right.
Oh, so it's the other way around. I thought it was 50-40, not 60. Okay, so it's 50-60.
No, it's I think they're taking. I would hope they're taking into account as a remake. Yeah, I think if it was a brand spanking new Star Fox game, then I think they would price it.
It would have been 70.
Yeah, it would have been like 70 physical, 60 digital, like Yoshi. That's what I think. But yeah, you can't get it for 50 physically from Walmart though, and Amazon.
I think the addition of challenges, we got a difficulty setting now.
Yeah.
To the game. Before that game was set up as its own difficulty, right? Like if you took this path, you were taking the easier path, so you know your next mission would be a little bit easier. Or if you did this little secret thing that you had to do, then you're gonna go to a harder level, which is this way, you know? It was never like choose your difficulty before you jumped in. So for people who have never played on-rail shooters, take your time. Take your time. Remember how get the rhythm down. But I think challenges is awesome.
Yeah.
I think challenges is great because I think
It's
really
like
the
built-in
only
achievements.
because really the only challenge that was in the original Star Fox was like destroy as many enemies as you possibly can. And then you would get put on like, you know, your cartridges ranking system for, you know, how many you destroyed on this level. So it's cool that they've added extra little challenges. That's a big deal for me. And the multiplayer is actually a huge deal for me. We can run like Geronimo said earlier, we can run Star Fox as Star Fox on this team, you know? You know what I'm saying? The podcast. You know, even if we got to run Star Wolf, I'm just not being Pigma. I'll be. Listen,
I can't be Andrew or.
I was just about to say
the way he looked like he about to have a heated gamer moment. I don't know. I
was
can't.
just about to say as racist as it is, I'll be Andrew. All right.
Oh my God!
I'll make sure I crash out every time I kill somebody. Ah! You know what I'm saying? With the camera on and everything, you're gonna see my face. I do think that it's cool that they gave more modes than just shoot 'em up, 4v4, just killing each other. There's other missions inside those, the online battle piece. And this last piece, I don't know if I fully agree with Vigil. I kind of agree. I don't fully agree. But the two controller system, like if you got a younger kid, they can, you know, do the shooting, you can do the flying type of deal. Not really mad at that. Not really mad at that.
That's just,
why would you?
That mode you talking about where like you have it on like one Joy-Con on the side, you can do the shooting and you
yeah.
That's literally that is Star Fox Zero's co-op mode. That's the exact copy paste. That's literally it. Except you don't have the gamepad. No one can say gamepad. None of that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's cool. There's certain aspects of this that are pulled from Star Fox Zero, like the multiplayer, the camera pulled back farther. Unless that's how it was in the 3DS version of Star Fox 64. I didn't play that one. But the camera pulled back and how you can, you know, fly around.
Actually see behind you?
Yeah, the dragging the objectives. Like there are some missions in Zero where you have to use, I forgot what they call it, like a copter. You move things around some of the levels. Yeah, I think they're repackaging some Zero things without the gamepad so no one will be big baby rage mad about it.
Ibs, we don't know. We don't know if you can be in a...
Yeah.
But I will say this. If James is available, man, that's going to be the biggest fight of all.
Yeah.
That is going to be by far the biggest fight as well. I want to be James. I want to be James.
Yeah.
James.
They have an opportunity to do that. Hopefully that's the case. At the
Yeah.
least, I can see them doing something like that the VTuber mode, where you could like the mocap the character with the camera
Mhm.
plugged in, which I
Oh
think
yeah,
is
that's
a
gonna be funny.
That's a genius addition, and you can
That's
just
gonna be
use that
funny.
with other games watching people. Great job, Nintendo. Great
That's
idea.
gonna be hilarious. Because I
Yes.
mean, you imagine they have to start adding more characters to that.
No, if you go to the direct and like where they had that, because I went back to it and I was like, wait a minute, when they show that he can select these characters for the camera mode, and there's like a the bar to scroll down.
Right.
It has a little disc you can scroll down, so I think there will be more.
Oh yeah, I know there'll be more Star Fox characters, but I'm talking about like Nintendo characters.
Oh,
like,
Nintendo.
They
I
got to
think-
start introducing that.
I think honestly, I think they'll do that with like Splatoon 4, like straight up.
That'd be dope.
I think they will. Japan will eat. I mean, man, they're fanatics over Splatoon. They will eat it up over there, and people over here too. But yeah, I agree with you though, Jack. Yeah.
The answer is yes. There is James McLeod.
Command. Oh no.
And
Yeah.
he is just. They definitely pay homage to him in F-Zero.
That's right.
Gave him a human. This is like on some Bayonetta Tekken type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Cosplaying as James McLeod.
Yeah.
What a time.
Right. Yeah. So the other thing that I think is really cool too, and I think this really got to be talked about as well. We get a lot of conversation about Nintendo being anti-consumer. Oh, they're anti-consumer.
Term is lost.
So
much.
anti-consumer. But one of the things that I think is super pro-consumer, and I'm gonna keep saying this, is game share.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Huge.
Yes.
Huge big deal. This is not. So I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna bring it to the right a little bit to explain. But the interesting thing about game share is that this game is not available at all for the original Switch.
No.
This is just a Switch 2 exclusive, and the Switch 2 is running the system, is running the game for the rest of them.
Yep.
They're just streaming the game from the Switch 2, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Up to 4 players, additional Switch 2 or Switch 1 users can play on top of that. So you could still be a part of the conversation even if you don't got a Switch 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
this is what it brought me back. I remember way back in the day when we were looking at rumors about the original Switch, and the things that it could do, it couldn't do. There was this one piece that came up that was the supplemental computing device. I don't know if y'all remember.
Oh, I remember that.
that.
Yeah.
The talk of the supplemental computing device, where
that
you
was-
had one thing, and then all these other things would tie into it, and either be powered from it, or the device itself would be powered by it. We're kind of seeing that now. This is the situation that we're getting, is that Switch 1 users can still tag along. Even if you can't get the game yourself, you can still tag along. And I think that's really, really pro-consumer. Triple M, what up, man? Appreciate you coming through. What's up? He said game share is basically Wii U Gamepad 2.0. I feel that.
Yep, he's right.
Yeah. So it's cool for those people who can't buy a new Switch 2. If you already got a Switch, which I tried to check with my Switch. Remember, we were having problems last week.
Did you get that?
No. I didn't have time to.
Okay.
I'll be calling them soon. But yeah, that Switch battery is all the way dead. But for those individuals who still have a Switch 1, if you got a friend who has a Switch 2 and you want to play along for any of those games, like, you still have the ability to do so. You can still get in on the Switch lineup with the Switch 2 lineup without having to have a Switch 2. And I think that's so pro-consumer. That's heavy pro-consumer. Sony and Microsoft ain't doing nothing like that. They're not doing it like that. Not to that level. Now you can share stuff, right? PS5 you can share, but it has to be with somebody else who has a PS5. Am I correct?
Yeah.
No, you can have a PS4.
Can you do
It's
PS4?
a connection. Yeah, you can use it. Like you can connect.
Like
with
sharing
PS5.
games.
Like y'all can play the same game like on your PS4 and PS5. Like it's hard to explain. Essentially.
Wait.
that idea-
Are you talking about the game with cross play in the sense to where
Yeah.
we're talking about like
Yeah,
let's say
see.
for example a PS5 only game, can you play it on PS4 as well?
No.
Oh wait,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think I know what Vito's talking about. Isn't
I
it
know what
like
he's talking about.
Isn't it like a casting thing from PS5 to PS4?
Yeah.
Well, actually, hold on. Maybe you can play PS5 games if it's that casting thing. Like you can, like
Yeah.
somebody's upstairs and they have the PS4 on, but they connected to the PS5. Y'all can play the same game per se. I believe. I believe.
Oh,
I
I know
gotta mess around with it again. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
but at one point, me and my uncle, I was like playing like something upstairs, and he had the PS4 downstairs, and we linked.
No, he's right. It says, yes, you can stream a PS5 game to a PS4 using PS4 remote play feature. This allows you to play PS5 games on your PS4 console, provided that your PS4 is firmware 8 or later.
That's right. I remember that distinctly because this jogged my memory for it because like when I got my PS5 in 2021, I sold my PS4 later that year because I was like, well, everything I have plays on PS5 and better, so I don't need this console anymore. And I saw that update. It was like the last update before I got ready to, sell it on eBay or whatever. And I was like, well, that's pretty cool. And I sold it, so.
Okay.
That's cool.
And of
You
course-
have like PS4 somewhere in the house, PS5 in your
Yeah.
main place.
Originally, that wasn't a thing. You couldn't play for
Okay.
compatibility.
They
Games.
brought that idea around with that PlayStation TV. Remember I bought that PlayStation TV to be able to like play without having the system right there. You can have something that streams it. So if you had that PlayStation TV, you can play or with somebody, and it, you know what I'm saying, like you don't have the actual PlayStation 4, but somebody's playing a PlayStation 4 somewhere in the house, and you have that little device. Y'all could be playing like the same game or whatever like that somewhere else in the house. So they brought that technology over to the PS5, like pretty much like sharing, like making that 4 as a hub. You know what I'm saying?
Not like they did the same thing with Portal.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, there was also talk, rumor that Star Fox is possibly getting its own movie.
That would be interesting.
I've heard. Yeah, is that a thing that's really? I saw this thrown around. I didn't really look into it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm not gonna complain. I mean, I was there for Star Fox Zero hype, if you would call it. I mean, it was a tiny bit of hype, a little bit. But they dropped like a lead up to the game. They dropped a like an OVA equivalent, like an anime, like 15-minute short or whatever, 20-minute short, and it was pretty cool. It was animated by who was that studio? A1 Pic. It was one of the major anime studios back then. It was cool. It was cool. Just basically just the Corneria mission of the game and all the talking, the banter, well animated 3D. So it was cool. So I would love like a movie of Star Fox. They can definitely make it work. Make a cool 90, 100-minute one.
I mean, seeing them in Galaxy, I mean that definitely was like, oh, no, especially when they had the little cut scene or whatever like that. I was like, I can see that working. I can see them doing that.
I got a
It's
feeling though he's gonna go the way of Sonic though. If they do make one, I think he's gonna go the way of Sonic in a way that the movie's gonna be more popular than the game. And that's probably where they're gonna find their success with
Yeah, I can see
him
that.
and Metroid. Because let's be honest, that might be Metroid's claim to fame right there is the movie. Like,
I'd be like, wow, that was a great film. You want to play the game? No.
What game?
I guess,
But
And
the
that's-
internet-
what would they do if they like make this game? I mean, make this movie. Are they going to try to? Because in a sense, when I'm looking at Fox, right, I have Rocket the Raccoon vibes all day. Would they mess around and make this Star Fox from Guardians of the Galaxy film? If they do that, how interested would you guys be in something like that? Almost taking some of that formula of Guardians of the Galaxy.
So okay, so I was actually going to ask the same question. So 2 minds. One, they can go 2 routes with this. They can continue off the hype of Mario and be silly and use that same aesthetic for the rest of the characters. I can see it being a haha, laughable, real fun for the whole family type of movie. And actually, to be honest with you, I'm actually kind of leaning towards that. Like a family franchise off the Star Fox stuff. I think it fits really well in movie form. On the flip side, if they decided to do the Rocket Raccoon style with the more serious type of vibe, I'm going to say it's going to be harder to not necessarily please fans, but like there's so many, like you gotta maneuver it a certain way. Pause. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you just can't have you can't have a serious Star Fox to that level. You know what I'm saying? Like even in this game, even in Star Fox 64, even with the new aesthetics and all of that, and they showed it like it was a very serious game, but when you start playing the game itself, there's so many one-liners in that game that make that game funny. You know, cocky little freak, like that's my line right there. Cocky little freak. You know, like there's some banger one-liners in there. So, and they come off of silliness. You know what I'm saying? Like just being funny. I can see that they've already changed up some of like the banter just a little bit, like especially when Slippy starts off at the beginning. He doesn't say exactly what he says in that beginning part. I think he's like, "Whoa! I think I've got one behind me." Pause. But and then like even like later in like Zone S, you know, you got to say Falco, and he's like, "Wow, I've been saved by Fox. How swell!" Yeah, like that's his personality. I think it's harder to convey the more real you get with like these characters specifically, because they're meant to be dope, but like just silly. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's quippy, almost comic book in a sense.
Yeah. So if they asked me if I had a choice of which one I would pick, I would probably pick the Mario way over picking that way. And I would even say, dare I say this, because people get real agitated about stuff like this, but dare I say that this is the same Star Fox that came from the movie, right? And he looked different in the movie, and people are like, "Oh, why does he look different?" You know, you could just be like, he's from another galaxy. You know what I'm saying? Like they look different in this galaxy than they do in this galaxy. So when he goes back to his galaxy, boom, he looks like, you know, how he does in the game.
He has real feet, like
you know what I'm saying? Like
Mario, he got space boots.
Because you can tell even in the game, like his little like quick one-liners and his little like snide comments and talk is like still the same as the Mario Galaxy one. You know what I mean? It's the aesthetic is different. So yeah, I think I would try and tackle more of the family though, like the family with the
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Wider audience just by default.
I did have a question about the design though with Dark Fox have fox hind legs. Like, how would that look in Smash?
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think, I honestly, yeah, I've thought about that too, Vito. Honestly, what I think will happen, because Sakurai kind of takes liberties on some Nintendo characters that get in. Some of them are just like 1-to-1. Some, I know it's with the Star Fox characters, and I thought of how he talked about Ultimate, where Ultimate, Fox and Falco focus on that. Wolf just came back, but Fox and Falco, their designs in Smash Bros. Ultimate is essentially the Brawl designs. But they just updated their coats and the little details to look more like how they looked in Star Fox Zero on the Wii U, because that was their last new game at that point. So honestly, I think what I think they'll do, or what he'll do, is for Smash, whatever it'll be called, I think they will be more animal looking like they are, but they'll have like the traditional legs.
Yeah.
So so he can preserve, because their movesets are very feet focused, like the forward smash, aerials, the down there for both of them is a little kick spiral downward and stuff.
Right.
I think too.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think too, the most important thing is that, like, at least for the original Smash, I don't know how much has changed, but this is from a kid's imagination. You know what I mean? Like, this is like, that was the original premise of this game, is that all these characters were getting together and fighting was from a kid's imagination in the first place. So yeah, the toy box idea, right? So I would imagine that it would be somewhat similar to how we got him in the last one, even if his amiibos still looked like the one that we're getting in 64. You know what I'm saying? You know how, like, when you finally beat the Master Hand, they tumble down and shows you how many you beaten with all the characters. Like, I think it'll show him with the feet, and then it'll like change into him with that stuff.
They'll probably do like trophy or stickers or what have you. Spirits, whatever the little version of them in the next game, they'll have the actual design. But
yeah, that was a good question though about the movie piece, man. With that being said, it seems as though if this rumor is to be true, that well, let me not go that way first. Let me go this way. So we got the remake for Star Fox. It's coming around the corner. How y'all now feeling about the Ocarina of Time remake? And if we are getting an Ocarina of Time remake, how you feeling about what you think the graphics might look like? The art design.
Hire this man, Unreal Engine 5 realistic.
Realistic as heck.
Yep, that Deku Tree gonna look like a freak. I'm telling you.
It better not be no Breath of the Wild. I need it to look like God of War.
I honestly think there is going to be a cleaned up version of the 3DS version. To me, honestly, I think that's what's going to happen.
I expect it to be safe, and safe meaning like kind of like what Jack said, where like the visuals will be a very high quality one, but it might just represent that era of Zelda. Like, yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that kind of that super stylistic cel shaded look of Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, if they were to do that, or like do like a its own little unique mixture take, I wouldn't be. I mean, well, it depends. It depends. I expect them to do a safe remake because it's one of those quote unquote untouchable remakes. Like if one object is off in this dungeon, worst game ever, or something like that. I don't know.
Would it be blasphemous if they say, you know what, this is the remake, but they're changing the title of it to merge both Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask?
I would say yes, and it automatically becomes the greatest game of all time.
I love this is the third time. This is the third time I've heard this idea, and I'm happy that multiple people, y'all, another friend of mine, a couple other friends, we all are like, what if they did this? Like, it would be so perfect. It'd be like, and it would almost be like, because the Majora's Mask 3D version, they made some changes, not quite for the better, not like worst game ever stuff, hyperbolic, but whatever. But yeah, changes where I was like, yeah, they didn't have to do that. and they just made it more like the original, and just like, let's say the game ends, you see young Link, he gets on the opponent, goes to the forest, and then like shows him going like a little a brief time pass. He's going through looking for Navi, and he comes across Skull Kid. Man, it'd be flames, man. That'd be so good. That'd be so good.
It is.
Nintendo
It's
does
wise.
not like money like that.
Well, I mean, think about it this way, right? I mean, we look at these Switch upgrades. They're not afraid to put these games at $80, right? Like they've shown, as much as, yeah, I can go and buy this game for sale and then buy the upgrade separate to get it cheaper, but it doesn't stop the fact that if I go into a GameStop or Walmart or whatever, that game is sitting there for $80 with everything on cart. So
True.
if I say similar to how they did Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, as well as like the 3D All-Star, we can, well, in the sense of Galaxy, you can buy one, you can buy two, but you can also buy them in a bundle.
Yep.
I'm curious
True.
if they will go that route of like, granted, they didn't merge it all on one cart, but hey, here's both games, and you can play them together. We remaster both of them. You're good to go. I think that'd be a good idea. Now, what I would like for them to do is not to have these raggedy menus they've been doing, because the Mario Party, oh my goodness, like when they did the upgrade to Mario Party with Jamboree, I'm like, why do we have these two separate screens? Like, it's almost like they're two separate games.
I think that's how they handle it, which sucks.
It sucks, and I really hope it's not like Bowser Fury, like I don't even know how to pronounce it. Like they mentioned, to where it's like, oh, here's Majora's Mask and here's Ocarina of Time. You just select one or the other, which, I mean, it will be fine. I just would like for them to be like, for those of you that played it, because I haven't played it in full, is there somewhere in the game to where you can mesh them together, or do you have to keep them separate?
What, Majora's Mask and
Ocarina of Time? Like, can you blend them?
Well, no,
are you
never blended them.
Are you asking, can you, or are you asking like, can you? Has it already been done?
No, I'm asking, can you, from a story standpoint? As in, like, hey, I just finished Ocarina of Time. This event happened that leads me right into Majora's Mask, or however it goes, one or the other.
It's
Child Link.
Yeah, story wise, it is like directly after you. As a matter of fact, the end credits lead into the beginning credits, or beginning part of Majora's Mask.
That's what I was getting at earlier, talking about when the game ends, he's going, because the whole gist of the beginning of Link, when he becomes a child and goes on the opponent, is because he's looking for Navi. Navi goes away for XYZ reason. I forgot, it's been a while.
Because she finished her mission.
That's right. She finished her mission. Yeah.
So that sounds like a layup.
They could.
They could. Here's one cartridge. Yes, it's Ocarina's Mask, but we're gonna call it something different. But just understand that's what this is, and we're gonna charge you $70 for it. But it's all on cart. You essentially get two classics for the price of one.
The Hero of Time edition. That's what you should call it.
There you go.
Hero of Time edition.
There you go.
I seen a
bar right there.
Was explaining Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, just the history of Zelda, and how they like eased into Majora's Mask. It was like, I thought it was the same story.
It essentially is like kinda.
I was like, they can literally do that.
Yeah.
Just have you just keep playing, and you be like, they can merge that so easily. Like, it's like a perfect mix.
And see, and that's, to me, that's the route you go, instead of having people purchase two separate games. And you take it a step further. Once again, we know Nintendo has stated, until further notice, everything's going to be on the cart.
Yeah.
Make that the first gold cart.
And man, that'd be dope.
Man, yeah. Just get a separate. I'm not a logistics person at all, but get a separate like pipeline in the warehouse. Just make them red cart, instead of color it red, color it gold. Amazing.
First gold cart. That'd be dope.
To me, that right there is going to more or less put it right there on par with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom in sales, because like we said, like Zelda didn't start selling like this until those two.
Yeah.
So Yeah,
and people claim it's always those two
no,
are like the greatest of all time. So
they do, but sales wise, they're not. So
No.
it's like, so now you have to bring them up to modern times, and then to me, that's the only way you get them to really sell like that, because it seems like people love the open-endedness of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but then you had the old schools like, hey, I like the dungeon still, like I still like that idea and that concept, and you have to like just go ahead and make it enticing and say, hey, we just found a way to merge them together, and like you said, hey, Hero of Time, all in one gold cartridge, all on one cart. You really just send a message like, we want this game to sell. So I think it'd be dope that way. I would pick it up.
Now I'm gonna
I would
say
actually pick it up if they did that for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that I am in totally agreement with you, Jack. Only one piece. I actually do think if they I would hope that they would give Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask the Star Fox treatment that they gave Star Fox.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I say that now,
I don't know what you
is
mean
because,
by treatment.
like the more realistic art style.
Oh.
And the reason why I
That'd
say
be
this
scary.
though is because
I'll
is
laugh at the
specifically because of how it was viewed before, like back in the day. So Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask was the more realistic
Yeah.
Zelda of that time, right? Then you went into cell shading of Wind Waker. Then you went back into a more realistic-ish version of Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
So like kind of keeping that same vibe. Now it doesn't have to be ultra realistic. I don't need all that. You know what I mean? Just give it a coat. You know what I'm saying? Just a nice looking coat.
Make it look like
Yeah, you know, it could be like that. Have you know, Link, if he's running, you know what I'm saying, you can see the wind going through like between his tunic or something like that. Pause. Or you see like his shield actually moves. You know what I'm saying? It's not,
or
they're
his
not
hat
stiff.
kinda bounce a little
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We're going through the grass, so make the grass actually look. I wouldn't mind if it looked more like that Breath of the Wild, like, you know what I'm saying, where the grass actually moves to which way that you're, you know, walking through it. You know what I'm saying? It has that naturalness to it. I think looking at some of the monsters too, I think it builds on what we felt when we were going through it the first time around. You know what I'm saying? The first time you seen Volvagia, you know, the dragon, the first time you seen the giant Dodongo, and you're like, dang. Yeah. You know what I mean? The first time you go through the Shadow Temple and you like, bro, this is creepy. Like, this is straight creepy. I think that does well, like this time around, specifically with those aesthetics. And then, as a matter of fact, because Majora's Mask is right after Ocarina of Time, they do this Alice in Wonderland thing. It's the Alice in Wonderland thing. You fall through the stump. Actually, it's more like Nightmare Before Christmas, but whatever. But you fall through the stump and you're in this whole different world, right? If at that point in time they wanted to change up the aesthetics a little bit, or make it a little, you know, to show that you're in a different world, like almost in a different universe, but all the characters are still the same, I'd be down for it.
That'd be interesting. That would confirm some long time, you know, theories about just Termina in general. Like, this weird kind of middle space between realities, like a terminal place where people aren't real, etc., etc.
Because the running theory up until the point that Nintendo was like, no, was that Majora's Mask was like the sending off of Link of that time, because he was going through the Lost Woods without a fairy, and you know, you can only go through the Lost Woods with a fairy, and if you didn't have a fairy, you turn into a Stalfos or a Skull Kid. And so this was kind of his mind letting everything go into a piece. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go all the way into that theory. If y'all want to check that out, it is available for YouTube of Ocarina of Time, and to like support that. Ocarina of Time Link is the gold Stalfos in Twilight Princess. So, like, people are like definitely are like, oh, it's definitely him. But yeah, so I think it would be really cool if they just put both of those together. It's also kind of showing love to Aonuma as well, because that was his first one solo, if I remember correctly. Majora's Mask was. So to put both of those games together, and they already exist technically in the same world, and mind you, it's really not that hard to do, at least in my mind, because you already made Breath of the Wild, which was the sky, the land, and underneath. All you got to do is just put the terminal level underneath. You know what I'm saying? So
that would be interesting. They just explicitly like say, yeah, one of your theories was right over the past 2+ decades.
You know what I mean?
That'd be fascinating. Yeah.
Just jump over there. Just jump over there. You don't get the same. Dang, I'm in Termina now, and the moon is about to crash. Ain't that some crazy?
That moon is
means-
so crazy. I need
means-
not to make that realistic.
That means that
No.
moon exists in a pocket dimension with its own sky. Yeah, that's wild. Too.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't need
That's
that moon to be
wild work.
realistic, but I will. So, will it hurt the game at all if they get rid of zones, like loading zones? Because
No,
you know how.
as a matter of fact, I really hope
No,
that
they
they.
need to get rid
That's-
of them, period. To
So
be
this is
modern.
why I think it needs
In
like
my
an
opinion.
overall, like a huge, like overhaul if it's
They-
going to be a remake,
They need
because
to, yeah.
those areas, one, need to be at least 20 times bigger.
True. Very small. Yeah.
Because they're really small, and not even for like gamers these days who are really fickle. They're actually really small, because when you become grown-up Link, like those bridges and all that other stuff that you're running through in Kokori Forest, like they're small, and not just because he's tall, because there's not really a lot of room. There's not really much room to really traverse around there. So I think they need to, and then when you finally got Epona, like it was just the HUD world that you was really running around in, besides like Lake Hylia and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think that they need to overhaul the overall game. No loading screens. You put different horses out there if you want to, so you can do that race with Talon. Is it Talon who does it?
Yeah, long
or is-
range.
Yeah. You can do the race with him, essentially unlocking and getting an Epona. You make that bridge to Gerudo Village bigger. Like one of those situations where it's like, oh dang, I'm really not trying to jump off this cliff. I'm not trying to fall. And the only thing that I think really needs reworking is the actual size of the maps, and I also think the quality of life pieces for just like fighting, usage of weapons, those kind of things need an update.
So how do they alter that? Because if I remember correctly, you had to pause, assign to a button, and then go back into the game. I got a weird feeling they gonna go to that stupid scrolling.
The grid, the one horizontal grid.
I don't know why they would do it, but I got a feeling they would.
A lot of
Yeah.
Nintendo games do have that in that their UI, UX, DNA. It's like, well, the
Yeah.
Echoes of Wisdom have it. I remember some people being like, they need to
And it
not
was
have
way
this.
too many items. That's why I never went back to the
Yeah.
game. This is ridiculous.
I will
And
hope.
you got an additional 4 buttons now. So
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
well, 4, 5, 6, 5.
'Cause what you
Additional 5
used-
buttons.
Use BA, use Z for what aim.
Yep, aim
Nope. See,
R,
yep.
and you don't use the L button.
You don't use
You
the
only
L
use
because
the
you
Z
the
button.
analog stick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that we have the analog stick to the left,
Yeah.
you have LR. Well, you have LZL, RZR.
Bring back the
Mhm.
radial menu. That's what they had in Skyward Sword, and they had that, I
Yep.
believe, in Twilight Princess as well. Just to sign to a button, hold it, navigate.
Oh yeah, and then select your menu. Yeah, or select your
Hmm.
menu. Yeah.
These problems have been solved elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly think the scrolling rectangle of Doom just existed. I think it was just a remnant from I think it's a remnant from just Wii U gamepad. I really think that's all it is, just a remnant from that time, and they just adopted it for a number of games.
Now, if this is a success, the rest of them have to come.
Yeah.
Because everybody's been clamoring for Wind Waker, and like I've said, Wind Waker, if you get Wind Waker on the Switch 2, is going to be a decline.
But you can't do it now because you got Wind Waker on the NSO.
That's where my original, like before even all this Ocarina of Time remake rumors came out, I always thought that this would be a perfect time to give the remake treatment to like Twilight Princess, because it's a 20-year anniversary for that game as well.
Yeah, Twilight
But
Princess,
also,
sure.
screw
like I
me,
said, but it
so
wouldn't make sense for Wind Waker though. Them doing anything with Wind Waker after what they did with it on Wii U, to me, is just a downgrade.
oh right, yeah, I see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
Because you essentially have that gamepad where you're assigning everything, and
Still can bring in that. Hey, pro consumer, hit that Switch 1. Hit that Switch 1.
Go ahead and keep that Switch 1 on the table. And
Yeah. Put that mug right on your lap.
Yeah, as an option. As an option, that would be great.
Update it as a pro controller, and
Yeah.
you just, because I mean, we charging $200+ for controllers now anyway, so
You know what I mean?
hey,
It
go
kind of
get you a
does that
Switch Lite.
when you. It kind of turns into pro controller mode when you activate the handheld boost on Switch 2 though, not Switch 1.
On Switch 2, yeah, but
Right,
I'm
right.
saying like I have my Switch 2 docked, and I'm using my Switch Lite as a controller.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Mhm.
they can definitely. Yeah, they could definitely.
I think-
That could be.
Game
be
share. It's easy. You can do
Yeah,
it. Game share is right there for you.
The Wii Tech is there. Yeah, they can do it. And seeing how they patch in the handheld boost, yeah, I can see this hardware team looking into it.
Or unless they decide to go the cheaper route and sell you a phone grip for your controller, yeah, that app like they did Zelda, and then do it that way.
Well,
You were like, dang, I
Good.
disconnected.
The phone turned off.
oh man, they could do that. oh man. I guess for real quick, what I would also want, I know we kind of touched on it a bit here, but now I've mentioned it on the previous episode as well. Yeah, just for the Hyrule field, just make that more interesting to go through. Give us a reason to want to interact with that part of the game again, even when you get all the Ocarina songs to warp to the dungeons, warp to the Temple of Time, all that good stuff. Because I mean, it was cool in like '98 or whichever year it came out back then, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just kind of like it's just empty. It's like big liminal space at that point. Just place to get from point A to point B, and that's it. Outside of like specific quests, like the Big Goron quest, where you have to run.
Yeah.
With water and whatnot. But as far as like making it like a seamless open world, I think that'll be very easy to do. They can make it to where you can just kind of walk into the dungeons like you can in Tears of the Kingdom's version of dungeons, and in Breath of the Wild's, Divine Beast. I think they can do that
Yeah, I think it would
pretty
be.
easily.
I think it'd be really nice if it was the case. It in some cases is a little bit harder with Majora's Mask. Like
the time. Well, I mean, those dungeons do. Well, there's some things you have to do contextually to get in some of them.
yeah, like
I think the Great Bay
water.
Temple.
Yeah, the water temple. You
Yeah.
have to get on the back of the turtle in order to get into
Yeah.
that temple. So
Yeah, so they
that can't be seamless, or it would make no sense. You know what I mean? Like
they'd have to make adjustments if they were to go that route for that anyway.
yeah.
They'd have to make adjustments.
I think
Yeah.
everything else is a little is easier in that sense.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think that's the only one that you wouldn't be able to just run up in. But yeah, man, I think as long as both of those were together, I would love that. I just have a feeling if it's just Ocarina of Time though, Majora's Mask is going to get put by the wayside. Unfortunately. I know it's a cult classic, so not everybody's all for it, but yeah, it's just, that's unfortunate. With that being said, since we're talking about remakes and movies and things, on a broader spectrum, because Nintendo, from at least from what we're hearing, is doing the Star Fox movie as well. How would you guys feel about a Nintendo cinematic universe? And I would say this, not necessarily tying them in a Smash Bros like way, but them having basically like their franchises having their own faces for their own movies and games.
I don't know.
I mean, they don't need to do that really, but I mean, like for the sake of like the best example, Mario Galaxy, Star Fox. It just so happens he's an ace pilot. And they said I got whisked away from the Lilac system. It's like, all right then. If they want to use a plot thing like that, okay. But like I guess like a full cinematic universe of Nintendo.
No. Not like everybody together. I don't mean like everybody together. No. So like, I mean, like you said, Star Fox had, you know, its time with Mario, but you know, a whole separate, has nothing to do with anything like Zelda. Like we don't expect Zelda to have some Mario plots or Mario showing up in the Zelda movie, but it's its own thing. But you know, they start a franchise around Zelda as far as different movies and stuff like that. And then maybe they end up having like a Fire Emblem TV show, you know, a live action TV show, or somewhere down the road a Punch Out anime shows up. You know what I'm saying? How would you guys feel about Nintendo actually exploring outwardly with some of these franchises? And if you do like the idea, what are some of the franchises that you would pick out to try and make something out of?
That's I mean, of course, like the easy ones will always be the Star Fox, the F-Zero. They've already done Donkey Kong and Mario at this point. Pikmin kind of gets sprinkled in there every now and again with a little bit of everything because they seem to be everywhere.
That's the Miyamoto tax right there.
Yeah.
Like, his little plant freakish children are gonna get in those movies regardless.
For sure. Man, honestly, to me, I think it would fare better if they partnered their Nintendo IP with other third-party IPs. And so the first one that always comes to my mind is, now that they've kind of dabbled back into like the Detective Club, you got Professor Layton and Ace Attorney right there. To where they can partner up in a way. If I'm thinking about, trying to think of another IP that they have, if we're talking Splatoon, we can find, I'm trying to think of a franchise that will work with Splatoon, because really it's like a unique shooter and it's in its own right, unless you want to go with Foam Stars. Help Sony out.
It's on the Omstar phase.
Don't give them no love. Don't give them no love.
No. Let's continue forgetting about Foam Stars.
Hey, they can show them some love here and there, but then you know you got Jay's favorite one he wants to do, and that's Metroid and Doom. Or either Metroid and Punch Out with Lil Mac, but
for the love.
Yeah, just for the love.
But
yeah, I mean, I think them drifting off into other IPs similar to how Smash does. Because when you talk about the different universes of Nintendo and who can tie into who, I think the ones that make sense have already been done, minus F-Zero and Star Fox. I think about Fire Emblem a lot too, but I don't think they have anything that matches Fire Emblem.
No,
you only got two anime franchises.
Zelda is the closest.
Now that'd be crazy. Zelda and Fire Emblem.
That could, that would be the closest for sure. Have some Fire Emblem campaign.
But Fire Emblem so close to the Warriors game.
Yeah, I was about to say the Dynasty Warrior game.
Yeah, that is just it's hard to break from that.
But even thinking about this, that really makes me want Nintendo to create an IP that can fall in the anime lane. And like in the sense of like your Dragon Balls and your Naruto's and stuff like that.
I see.
That would be dope if Nintendo could. I don't know. Just go
I
and
think
grab.
Fire Emblem could do it if you stylized it right.
Fire Emblem could be like its own little anime run.
Yeah.
Xenoblade could be
Like the-
too, but that's really high level. Well, if they were just do the first Xenoblade and then condense parts, they'd have to take some liberties and condense parts. 'cause these are
Or
running
even
a
the
lot.
third one, because it's very Sentai like. You know what I mean?
true.
Doing the transformations and, you know, turning into bigger robots and Ouroboros and all that. Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Yeah. I completely forgot about that. Shout outs, Jazzy. Appreciate that.
I have it. I have it.
It's a good game.
So I've heard.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't
Megami Tensei.
mind if Earthbound was realistic. I wouldn't mind them doing the same thing to Earthbound that they did with The Last Airbender for Netflix. Not the Shyamalama Ding Dong one. But
4 people to move one little rock.
you know what I mean? It's so terrible. Oh my gosh, that pissed me off. But no, like the Netflix version, I could kind of see a little bit of that mixed with some good CGI, not AI, some good CGI. I think that would really work. Man, there was another franchise I was thinking of. Actually, to be honest with you, I would love to see a live action, either movie or TV show of Punch Out of Little Mac. I'd definitely be all for that. Especially if they were talking about like if he's working his way up to like the champion status, you just get a whole bunch of drama in between the whole Little Mac fights and everything. You know, his mom was dealing coke, you know, his dad was never there. You know what I'm saying? Like he grew up in the heart of New York. Doc just brought him in from the streets. You know, and him moving and working his way up to the top. I would applaud a moment of showing Mike Tyson showing up in that one. I think it would,
Yeah.
I think that would be amazing.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That'd be the movie title.
You know what I mean? I think that would be really cool as a movie or a TV show. Actually, I'm gonna lean towards TV show because there's so many fighters. You can have him, you know, beating one fighter, you know, lose against the next one. These other 2 fighters are fighting each other, Nick and Rick Bruiser. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get like real silly with it. You know what I'm saying? Even though Punch Out is meant to be silly, I understand. Like we got Donkey Kong and we got King Hippo and all that, but like and Soda Popinski, all of that. But like just, you know, temper it, make it more real. You know what I'm saying? And I think it would make for a really good TV show. Vito, you concentrated. You got one,
I
man?
was listening to what y'all saying.
Oh,
I'm reading the chat. There's some.
I know they
There's some
going in.
entertaining ideas in
The
chat.
Yoshi
Like,
one is very entertaining, Jazzy.
Yo-
I really like that one.
Yoshi
That
can
one
be
can
a
happen.
Barney-like situation.
No, I like the Bluey one she's mentioned.
Yeah, Yoshi and Friends is Bluey. Yeah, that would work.
Peppa Pig can
Oh,
burn.
Yoshi
but
card-
Bluey-
man,
Wait.
and they all eggs.
Hey, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just have to have different voices for them, or you could just say, "Hey, look, Yoshi finally got a family with Birdo," and you know,
Right. Yo, side note, Birdo was in here and was a bad guy, and they did not address anything about Birdo being one way or the other.
I'm telling you, because there's people on the internet. I'm like, I would have never, in 1,000 years, I never would have said, you know what, Birdo's, you know, both sides. I'm like,
Yeah, but you know what? But now that I think about it, if you really think about it, technically speaking, Yoshi is too.
yeah,
Yoshi is not the
Well,
name of the person. It's an animal.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
Yoshi, just like Birdo is an animal. So like, yes, yes, it ends up with a bow, whether it's a boy or a girl.
Right.
But Pokemon do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Pokemon are in that same. An Audino is pink, regardless of if it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
Chansey,
We're towing the line we don't usually tow around here.
I was just saying.
Hey,
Jinx-
it is
Jinx-
what it is.
Jinx
It
a
is
boy
what
or
it
a
is,
girl.
though.
You know
No,
what I'm
like
saying?
for real, it's a legitimate, it's a legitimate.
Birdo's still gonna shoot that mouth out of his egg.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
You
hey,
gonna get
Yeah,
the-
this mouth, excuse me.
You're gonna get that nugget right on your head, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
And then Yoshi,
Yeah.
regardless of what color and whatever he eat, the egg is gonna get hatched.
Right.
they went really clean with it in the Mario Galaxy movie. It was just you are you coming out of the egg, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yoshi just like the eggs. That's it.
Yep,
Exodia said Lil Mac made it out of the mud. Facts, man.
that's right.
I would love to see a scrawny Lil Mac, you know?
Rags, the richest story of Lil Mac for sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I mean, there's an anime called Hajime no Ippo.
Sir.
That's
They can
literally-
run that same
Sir.
operation.
Sir, that should no. I think I don't know if Nintendo got the
The heart
power
venom.
to pull that because
Yeah,
I'm just saying the blueprint. I
that's
mean,
goated.
the blueprint is right there. I'm not saying do that. You know, flow for
Exactly.
flow, bar for bar. Don't do that. But I'm just saying how
It
a zero to hero boxing anime story. Hajime Ippo is right there, and
It is.
don't you get the Dempsey roll?
Roll
It's
it,
just like,
Dempsey roll.
they gotta
Yeah.
deliver some better characters then because
Yeah,
I'm not taking in
less
those
caricature-esque.
That's
Maybe
what I was
flesh them out a
saying,
little
like-
bit. Yeah.
But-
if Ippo go up against any of them, they get
Yeah.
whacked. But
Yeah.
so,
But
Yeah.
that's how you do. That's how you show up. Like you bring my man's piston hurricane out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yup.
Them hands
Yup.
just flying. Oh, I can't block them. I can't get through. Yeah, man. I think that's perfect.
but I will say I think it will work at any point in time. But yeah, they definitely should. I would say they need to go ahead and get Michael B. Jordan for that. Let
Oh, yeah.
him
Right. After
be
yeah.
a part of that because the way he did Creed 3
Yeah.
was on point. So you go and you have him partner with. I don't even know if the creator of Hajime no Ippo is still living. If he is, I don't want to kill him off. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like take him and Michael B. Jordan and y'all make that work for Nintendo, bro. And I don't know what company or studio you go to.
It
to
don't
work
matter at that point. Just do it right. You know what I mean?
They can be
Right.
so solid in the nature of yes, you got to have your classes like Glass Joe. You know what I
Yep.
mean? You have Mike Tyson is not in trouble anymore, so you can put him in the game
You
now.
could throw him
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
game.
pretty much.
You can, but I want this. I don't want this like mixture of cartoon world, real world like Sonic.
Yeah,
I
that's
want
what
this-
I'm saying. Keep it real.
You want it
You
all
don't
the way
need
real?
Donkey
They could-
Kong.
they could
Yeah, you
stylize-
don't need
they
you
could
don't need
stylize
Donkey
Mike
Kong.
Tyson.
You
Yeah.
don't need King Hippo. You know what I'm saying?
So you want like real life characters. You don't want the cartoon.
Make it dramatic. Make it no. If it was cartoon, even still, make it as
Okay,
dramatic as part
Okay.
possible. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
never mind.
Like let Samus be in there. You know what I'm saying? But it not be Samus. You know what I mean?
And
Like
Lucy?
it's a tall blonde.
No, right, the zero
She
suit,
loves
yeah.
wearing blue leggings. You know what I'm saying? Like
People like, oh, that was her.
yeah, you know what I mean. But it wasn't her though.
It was her.
It was her, but it wasn't her though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, like keep it as serious as possible in that aspect. You don't have to go way out. I think it would be cool to like, you know, do Easter eggs like, you know, at some point and they're like, what? You're gonna fight a gorilla next? You know what I mean? And
Yeah, and then he jump in there with the glove.
yeah, like, and he's
Yeah,
like,
that'd be crazy.
no.
But see, that's the thing. Like, have Donkey Kong do a whole bunch of cameos until his movie show up. 'Cause
You know?
he could really be in any movie at this point. But
He could.
yeah,
He could.
I like that idea. I actually, out of all the IPs, that Little Mac, if we go in the way of like Hijima no Ippo, yeah. I want
Yeah.
that over everything else. Push Donkey Kong back, push Zelda back, push Metroid back, because Metroid is just gonna be aliens.
Mhm.
Pretty much.
Let Lil Mac get knocked out once and get the
Right. He's like trying to get up. It's like it's like you see a random
Right.
button prompt like press this to get back up, and it's like
Get up like you're tapping the A button.
Ugh.
Get up like you're tapping
Yup.
the A button.
Exactly. Yup. Like the Scott Pilgrim live action. There's a little bit of video gamey flair in it, just for a
Yeah.
second, and then get back to them. Yeah.
I think that was
Yeah, because so now with this, of course, with anything, people are going to try to speculate like which one this was. Do you do a mixture of the characters he fight? How many fights are we really trying to see? Because I mean, looking at this list, he did what 1, 2, 3, 4. So what he did like 24, not 24, but he did like 16 fights in a way
Mm-hmm.
on the first one, ending with the two brothers of Rick and Nick Bruiser, which was big business.
Nick
Yeah.
Bruiser was a monster, boy.
No problem.
Yes, Nick Bruiser coming out just
Yeah.
one hit.
Fight.
I
My arm.
think that's where you can take it the Sonic route, and you can
Yeah.
say, you know what, first one, Tyson is who he had to go up against. The second one, Nick Bruiser. The third one, I don't even remember who the boss was in the Wii version.
It was, I think, it was either
remember
King Hippo or Donkey Kong.
Was it
Donkey Kong
Donkey Kong was a special
Special.
ending.
I remember it was the Sandman.
Was it Sandman?
Was it
He
Sandman?
was one of the last. I can't remember if he was the very.
Oh.
I remember he was one of the last ones I had to fight back then. He was.
And the second one,
I don't
he
think-
was in the World Cup. And who else is Mr. Macho Man? Mr. Macho Man.
Oh, Mr. Sandman, yeah, it was.
it was
Sandman,
Mr.
okay.
Oh, Sandman took over against Macho Man, huh?
Yeah.
Good night.
To me, he kind of looked like
Good
to
night.
me, it looked like they were trying to not quite do prime Mike Tyson, but it kind of was in a sense, like a little, because he just was a kind of just a super built black dude.
yeah.
That's really
He
it.
had the same moves as
Oh,
Bald
Mr.
Bull.
Sandman, yeah.
That's right. Yeah,
Boom,
that's
boom,
right. That's right.
Yeah, so I would
Boom,
say off rip, you got to do Gabby J. He gotta
Gabby
be-
J.
Right, like he got to
Wow,
be
yeah.
him. And
You
Glass,
gotta see-
so gotta
You
be
gotta,
him.
yeah, I was gonna say, you gotta
about
finally
that.
see that fight. Who wins between Glass Joe and Gabby J? Actually,
That's-
I think it was Gabby J, if I'm not mistaken. I think they went to the same boxing school, but I think overall, because Gabby J's record is 99-1, or 1-99.
99,
Oh.
yeah. hmm
So I think Gabby J beat Glass Joe.
So now, when we talk about that, now that can be the comedic relief right there, right? You get
Mhm.
okay. He's getting in. Like somebody's convinced him, Lil Mac, you can box, blah blah blah. He get trained up, and then it's like, all right, cool. It was hard to get you in, but in order for you to get in, you got to fight this old man over here. Like, really? Like, why I got to like, fight this old dude?
Right.
And like you say, just yay,
Right. Yay.
and he give him one clean shot to piss him off, so that way he can fight him for
Come on.
real.
Come on.
Yeah, it's like, that's the way you kind of make it funny off rip of like, I really got to fight this old man. Like, all right, man, I'm gonna just play around till he hit him clean one good time.
Right.
Say, all right, now I gotta lay him out. Send that record of 1-100.
Midnight. Mr. Sandman's special move is Midnight Sleeper. Boy,
What's the
that sounds so clean. Let me
Yeah.
let me give you that. He need that
That-
midnight. Give him that midnight sleeper. He need that midnight sleeper.
But yeah,
That
you just
Midnight
gotta
Sleeper.
pick the key ones that will stand out. Because I think for me from the Super Nintendo, of course, Gabby, Ball Bull, Dragon Chan, Mr. Sandman, Super Macho Man.
Yo, Dragon Chan though.
I would throw him
What?
in there. Cheat,
What?
man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
That-
kick
that's
you with
your-
that. Shit.
That's your cheat story at that point. That's your cheat. Like,
Right.
like, hey, look, why you ain't calling anything? Like,
Right. He's
we
been
didn't see
paid
nothing.
underhand.
You know what I'm saying? We can't see anything, whether it's like, oh, the ref's been paid off, or either he moves so fast you just genuinely can't see it. Kind of like Boy Corlo.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we can't see what you're talking about. Everything he's thrown has been his fist, but yet we see him get kicked.
Right.
But then of course, like I said, you stay on that. After that one, then you have to go to either Rick or Nick, and see those fights happen at the end, and that'll be the final fight for him to win the belt. And then he has to go and defend it with the weak characters after that.
yeah.
So
I think even him watching, the Nick, because it's Rick. I think it was Rick was the champ, and Nick took it.
Yeah,
from
and
him.
Nick took it from him. Yeah, because he only has one loss.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and Nick and Rick was like, "Oh, I let him win." I don't think that's true, but to even for him to like watch it on the TV, like these are the two toughest. Watch how they fight. Look how they move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so he's actually watching that. I think that would be dope.
I want that movie now more than anything. I don't care about the other IPs right now until that one get done. Like I said, do it in the style of Epo, to where like Epo be having some ridiculous stuff to where he almost on the mat, bent back like this, pick himself back up.
Get back up. Oh, he's going down. He's going down. Don't fall, champ. Yeah, that would be crazy.
That would be on point. Now, I'm just curious as to who they're gonna cast, but other than that, that's a different fight for a different day. But I think that can definitely be pulled off with the developers for Epo as well as Michael B. Jordan. I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, man. There's validation for some good IPs here that can provide them in different avenues. I was thinking that really if they target a lot of the main characters, like the OGs from the Smash Bros series, I think they'll be okay. We already have Donkey Kong. He has new life. Fox is coming back. They're bringing back life in him. We already know Yoshi is a prominent character, as well as Bowser and the rest of them. I do think they can do something with Wario. I feel like he's kind of on the decline too. Like not really getting.
Wario is so underutilized. Like traditional Wario Land stuff. Like, well, the third Mario movie is an opportunity to bring him in. But I he could have his own thing. He could just have like a little gag show or something, like just him going around just being wacky and just trying to make Con people make the most money as possible, or get garlic because all them goofy gags.
Yeah,
there's a lot of potential for you.
It's one of those things where I don't want them to over explain it, because we never really got an explanation of like who is Wario though, like and why is he the W to Mario's M? You know what I'm saying? And we all know, like, for people who have been around for a little bit longer, we know it's just the Bizarro for Superman and Mario for Wario. We never got the Waluigi explanation because they are actually not brothers.
Yeah, I found that out. Like, they're not related at all.
So it's just like, okay, what explanation would you give us for this? Because this man has to be in the same world as Peach and the rest of them. So
why don't we have a Peach version?
Yeah,
we got a Wario, we got a Waluigi, but we don't have like a Peach.
But we don't have a Peach. Yeah,
I mean, according to Galaxy, they would make those two brothers.
Yeah,
right. How Rosalina and Peach were
sisters.
Yeah,
so they would make those two brothers.
Just to make it easy.
Similar.
Yeah, I think within the movies, they'll do that.
Yeah, but I say it makes sense. I mean, no need to complicate it. Just the way these two are brothers, make them brothers. As simple as that. Now, like I said, if you throw a Peach version in there, I don't know what you call it. I wouldn't want Why Peach. That sounds kind of silly, but
call her Wop Peach.
No.
Whoa.
No.
I thought you were gonna say something like plum or something like another. You know what I'm saying? You said wop.
Offsides. Personal foul. And
we can't have nice things. This is why we can't have nice things, sir.
Suddenly, Illumination is not making the next Mario movie. Suddenly,
and I'm not watching.
I don't know who's making the next one after that. Like,
what are they calling her? Nah.
Nintendo is bankrupt day one. You hear me?
Miyamoto-san, can you
Swap
and what's his name, Miladandri, with the dude over Illumination? Can you explain the inspiration for the name? Well, you see, the W.
I can't believe you said that. Like,
That's
yeah, I believe you said that.
Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B.
I don't know what's
Cardi
Hey.
B is
Wow.
Daisy.
That is wild.
Don't even clip that one. I don't want to see that short. After
Hey.
that
Hey, you have to
short.
turn the AI clip off for that one.
Hey,
Hey, chill, slow your roll. Slow your roll on that. If you see it pop up, just be like that boss is saying there's
ain't
no
it.
there's no Wa Peach clip on the Stormcast.
That is.
that is a mark. That is a mark, sir. We are going to keep that
What
one
does
on your
WAP
record.
What does WAP mean?
Yeah, Wario Wap. Anyway,
That is
Alright.
crazy.
Okay. On a more serious note, what about an evil Toad though?
Toadsworth. Let's get. No, I'm kidding.
Like,
Toadsworth?
because he's got the red and white
Yeah.
mushroom hat. But what if it was the yellow and red? Is that the poison
Invert?
one or the purple?
One is
Purple.
purple one. Yeah.
Purple.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
poison. Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
like
Road.
that
Call him
word.
Road.
Road.
yeah.
Like literally, just
So,
really, they
yeah.
could just inverse all of it. And like Jay Big said, they just the crazy cousins that I guess escaped prison. So
Yeah.
like, Bellevue.
Instead of
We don't
Toad,
talk
they call him
about that
Frog.
side of the family.
WAP Toad. That's WAP Toad.
Yeah,
Toad.
Gro-
Watto.
Frog.
It's
Frog. Groff. Gorf. Gorf.
Or
Yeah.
Frog.
They got to
Frog
use
backwards.
lore. There's some type of lore to those names already.
Yeah, with the Y. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
'Cause-
so if you gonna do that, then we need to have a nice browser.
But we
Ooh.
kind of got that a
Ooh.
little bit.
Ooh.
In the second
Well,
one.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
You talking about Bowser
Ah.
being nice? No, we need an actual
That's true.
different
That's actually that's
Oh,
exactly.
like
a
an
woman
actual
that took a
nice
snap.
Bowser?
like clouds or something like that.
He had his arc, and then someone's like, "Look, Dad, I did the evil thing you said you wanted to do."
Look, have a
It's like,
skinny,
okay,
have a
cool.
skinny dinosaur with a shell on his back, and call him
Koopa?
Clouser or something.
Oh.
I'm telling you, the Koopa thing would work.
Wowzer.
Wow.
Oh, thanks.
Wowzer.
Wowzer.
Yeah. Like they want to lean in the dumb way, lean into Wa meaning evil character or
Yeah.
evil doppelganger antagonist, whatever.
Just literally somebody that aggravates the sin out of Bowser. Like,
Yeah.
hey
Right.
Bowser, how are you? Like, get away from me. Like, I'm
Right.
not dealing with you.
His brother or something. His twin brother that's like super nice and
You're Bowser?
loves
I'm King
flowers and
Koopa.
stuff.
Yeah, like he just didn't make that turn. But it kind
Yeah.
of reminds me of A Bug's Life with the crickets, the dumb
Oh,
one,
yeah.
the dumb cousin was
Oh,
like
yeah.
nice,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah.
his main cousin was the one that was running everything. So yeah, you can have him be like that idiot comedian if you or that
Right.
comic relief idiot like Cole from Martin. Like, you
Right.
can definitely have him be that. Sure.
Yep,
That's funny.
that's funny.
Nintendo, you got ideas, man.
Just watch the stream just one time.
Have Miyamoto turn on the
That'd be fun to
translation
watch.
through subtitles, however that works on live stream.
That would be
And
crazy.
then just
They watch us
watch.
all the time. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
They be watching us.
So over there, he's just like, he's
Watching
like,
everything you
okay,
do.
Wa Peach. I'm kidding.
Exclude that one. But the stuff Vito said about Toad, stuff he said about the nice Bowser, yes. We're gonna exclude any type of Wop Peach.
Walk Peach.
If-
They might
Well,
love
If you want that, you got to go the arms route with Twin Tail.
Oh well, hey,
Oh,
look,
Yeah.
we're overdue something else of arms. So
Which
Yeah,
is kind of
that's
surprising
right.
we haven't heard anything. It's
Wop
almost like
Yeah.
it's from, but
I would love
Yeah.
them. I would love for them to make a movie off of that too, in the style of probably like Despicable Me ish.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know what kind of story you tell
who
with
will
that.
be Gru
but-
though?
Oh,
the main dude?
who would be the main character?
Yeah.
Spring. What is his name? Spring.
Springman or Spring Girl
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
they're called. But I don't think they have enough oomph to be.
They
that.
never
That's-
fleshed out the world. They were going to.
They were
I
going
remember they were gonna release. They're gonna release like this graphic novel type thing,
Yeah.
time of like Dark Horse, and then they said never mind. And
'Cause
now
the-
it's 2026.
quote unquote main characters were not even the ones voted for because Min was the most popular one.
She
Yeah.
likes bald.
Baby Sandstorm just popped in out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
he with
was-
the hand like,
Believe
get out of
it
here,
is.
get out of here.
Yeah.
Yup.
That was crazy.
She had on that cap and she looked bald.
Now, I'm about to say, I was like, where's the hair?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It just
Oh yeah, the
blended in.
camera
I'm
was just like,
is
oh,
that an animation right there?
right, green screen wigging out. Like, is it a green? A green? Yeah.
wigging out. Ba-doom.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Yeah, I thought Ming. Well, you could do Ming, but still, what kind of story is being told?
Oh, Min. All right.
Ming,
Hold on.
not
Before we
Ming.
proceed, it's Min Min.
Yeah,
I
thank
knew
you.
exactly what you meant.
Yeah,
However, it was unfortunate. It was
gonna let it
unfortunate
fly.
name.
I was gonna let it fly because I was
Oh,
like,
you were? Nah, I had to stop.
Min Min,
I
my
had-
bad.
I had to stop it. It's Ming Ming, and she's like already like Oriental. It's like, I don't know.
Bro, what is going on over here?
on today, bro. Oh,
What is going on?
yo, J Max, she need to get you some food and some water, bro.
Going,
Like,
yeah, going crazy
He
right
needs some
now.
milk.
Oh God,
struggling.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I don't know what kind of story you tell with that whole
Yeah,
setup.
I don't know. The only
Yeah,
way I
I'm
say that makes sense is you just use it as like a kind of like a end of credits thing with the Punch Out movie. Like, okay, he wins this title. We go into the second movie, he wins that, and then at the end, just for something funny, it doesn't have to be the lead up to the next movie. And it's like, oh, Mac, like there's somebody over there fighting, and then you start seeing them throw arms. You're like, what in the world is that? Like, and then it
Right.
just
Yeah, that would be a cool tie-in. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
a really
Yeah.
cool tie-in.
Because as far as like a story with it, I don't think you have enough.
Yeah,
They didn't give us enough.
They
You have to
really
get really
Think
creative.
about a live action Bayonetta.
That would be
So-
rough to do because that's
yeah,
draw a lot of
It's a lot of
attention.
hair CGI.
Wrong.
yeah.
A lot of. I mean,
that's
there
rough.
was an anime, but I heard it wasn't good.
It's
The
eh.
anime, it's an anime,
Or at
movie,
least
I
made.
believe. And
Mhm.
it was alright, but
Yeah, I heard it was at least
if
mid.
they do
So, yeah.
some kind of, I don't know, with Bayonetta. Bayonetta's hard. That's like trying to do. They would literally do what they're doing over with Devil May
Yep.
Cry on.
with
Netflix.
Devil May Cry.
Yeah. Which I heard.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't watched it though.
I heard it's getting
Yeah,
a
it's
third season. I heard it's
Yeah,
doing
it's
well.
good,
yeah.
I need to
The
sit down
second
and
season
watch
coming
those.
up. I want to say in a few. Is it next month?
I think it's next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way, and I think it would be handled differently because that Bayonetta was before Nintendo had any rights to her at all. I think if they showed it off now, I think it would be a lot more.
Actually, shoot. Sega still owns Bayonetta IP. It's just
Mhm.
Nintendo licensed and published 2 and 3.
Yeah,
So if they wanted to incorporate stuff from 2 and 3 or whatever, they'd have to talk to Nintendo and Sega. Which probably wouldn't even be that hard now to think about it, because Sega's already talking with Paramount for all them Sonic movies. So they're probably like, okay, more free money. Or
yeah.
whatever.
I think too, if they really wanted to do something, just talk with Sony and Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Get some of those partners and figure out how to make it from there.
That anime is on there already.
What? Oh,
That
Bayonetta. Yeah,
That's where I
Is-
saw that.
Is it?
That's where I
it's on
saw that.
Crunchyroll?
yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
I've actually I never knew. I would actually try and give it a watch. I'm not even gonna lie. And it's gotta be
Yeah.
just the first game, so I know it's pretty old.
Yeah, it's not the second one.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
I don't even remember if it's. I don't
It's
remember if it
literally
has.
it's literally the first game, and it's like some kind of weird side story. It's not even
It's a side
story.
Yeah.
I'll give it a watch.
Yeah.
I know it's on there. I thought it was one of those things where it's like, where do you watch this? Like the old Captain Falcon anime or something.
No. But I think that's about it for us. We're at the 2 hour and 30-minute mark.
Yep.
Trying to keep us from going from the 3 hour mark. So before we get out of here, we want to thank everybody for coming through and hanging out with us and talking with us. We really appreciate it. I was going to go down the line of all these names, but I am not, because we're still trying to stick to that 2 hour and 30 mark ish. So before we get up out of here, Geronimo, what you got up for us?
Oh, so sorry. I was waiting for the music.
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, you called me with the deer in the headlight. Look, there it is. All right, bet. All right, so.
Bro, I thought you froze.
Oh, you did? I literally was waiting. Like, where's the tune? Okay, now the tune's here. Yeah, always glad to be on the show. Fun time as always. YouTube. I have my Pragmata video out this week. I'll also try and get another video out as well for Screamer, the racing game of like just thoughts and why folks should check it out. And after that, I don't know, just going from there. Maybe I'll do a Star Fox video. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, those are two main video projects right now.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Vito, what you got up for us?
All right, so I got the WAP Peach music video coming out.
Wop.
WAP, please, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? No, but definitely go over to my one of my third channels, Vito Variants. I did a reaction on Star Fox. I'm working on my Vito verse for this week. I'm just kind of tight because some of my settings on my editing tool, it disappeared, so I gotta like kind of find stuff and you know, get that, work my magic. So other than that, that's pretty much it. Next week we will be doing Nunami with Nautical Yui over on those channels, and doing our Vitoverse live. We'll start that back up. Right now I'm just trying to give my two co-hosts a break. They both been going through major life changes, a wedding and a baby. So, you know what I'm saying, I just been cooling it on the lives. So I've been doing my pre-recorded. So when they say they ready, that's when we'll come back with the lives. But other than that, that's it.
All right.
Word.
I was just thinking that's wild. WAP and Peach.
That was my first thought.
That's what I was saying. I thought it was a pun. I thought that's what
I thought it was a pun too, and I was like, that's funny and also wild. But hey,
I was like, that's a metaphor.
That's
bar.
definitely a yeah. That's a whole bar right there. That's a punchline right there.
That's why I said Megan Thee Stallion in that whole situation, like her being dressed up as like Peach or something on there.
and I said Cardi B is Daisy, maybe.
That's why I work.
That's
why I work, man. Dang, I ain't that kind of rapper no more.
Something you said, WAP. Peach.
Wow.
Nectarine, no other fruits, no none of that.
Oh man.
Dang.
With that being said, you guys know how we do every Saturday at 7 o'clock. It's a Stormcast. You guys come hang out with us and chill and talk about all the latest news and fun things that happen throughout the week. You know we will be here every week talking about these things. Summer Games is coming up, so we're getting ready for that. Building into that, we've got a few more. Yeah, 4 weeks. Thank you. Till that happens, Sunday, tomorrow is the Winging It podcast. We are gearing up for a great conversation with that. And then Monday is the Jill podcast. So make sure you guys show up for both of those as well. Shout outs to everybody's mom. If you still have your mom or even don't have your mom, shout outs to those for Mother's Day. We really appreciate all of our mothers and everything that they've done for us. And with that being said, we thank you guys for showing up. Make sure you hit the like button before you step out. And we will see you guys later.